listening to Bars and Beats Weekly with the Fab Five. Let's go! DJ Supremacy, Peanut, Cinematic, Mr. Ripley, and Gratona P.
All right, we're back in the house. We got Weapon ESP.
What's good, yo?
Live here on IG, YouTube, our app, Live 365, fucking everywhere I could think of that we could possibly go live. I've been trying. Man, we just been chopping it up with Weapon ESP here in the background, laughing about a bunch of shit. I told you, man, off air that, I watched a couple of video interviews, read some stuff, and the first thing that really caught my attention was the you being drafted by the Oakland A's, and you were a pitcher, and
yeah,
bro, the Lyme disease thing. That one, I was sitting there and I'm like, how the fuck, and what happened?
Yo.
How did it happen? Do you know? And I could not believe that you were just like, they were just like, all right, bye-bye. We'll see you later. Thanks for...
Yeah, you really dug into my past if you got into the Lyme disease shit. That's wild, yo. No, I was playing, this is my second year when I was playing for the A's organization, and I started getting real sick. I was having a hard time throwing the baseball correctly, and I was like, something's fucking wrong with me. I lost like 20 pounds or some shit.
Yeah.
And I went and saw some doctors, and I was out in Arizona at the time, and they had no idea what the fuck like Lyme disease was. So they sent me back home to see some doctors, and I'm back in Massachusetts, and the doctor sees like a circle, like one of those like radar like circles on my back. So I got bit by a tick on my back, and when the tick like embeds itself into your body, that's when you get Lyme disease. A certain type of tick, it's a deer tick. And yeah, man, they saw that, and when I told the organization that it was, they said I had Lyme disease, they were like real scared. They draft guys every single year, so they didn't want to deal with any kind of medical health issues that I would have been going through to get back in shape and shit. And they released me. I started playing for an independent team out in Massachusetts after that, but I ended up getting injured then, and then it was like, go back to college, get a job, and I was gonna work on this hip hop shit,
Yeah, you cut your hand, right? Your pitching hand.
Yeah, I said that one too. Yeah, I cut my hand.
I really did my homework tonight.
I was at a party, and I was walking down a stairwell, and like there was like, I didn't know there was glass that had broken from a bottle or some shit, and I sliced my fingers, like my two pitching fingers, on the fucking glass, like real bad, like two things that are like extremely bad luck. Yeah. And I lost feeling in my two fingers, so I couldn't pitch in the playoffs, and then that team released me, and I was like, all right, this is maybe this isn't it for me, you know what I mean? Like, and honestly, I in the back of my mind, everyone always told me to pursue this hip hop shit, and like I was writing and stuff like that, but at the time I hadn't recorded like an album or anything like that. And it was something that I really wanted to do, and then I went back to college, I became a teacher, and started making hip hop. That's the story,
So that's what you teach on the outside now, or do you?
Yeah, I'm a health teacher and a gym teacher in the middle school in my hometown and shit.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So many dudes in hip hop become teachers, yo. That's crazy. It's a lot of people we had up here that say they teachers, man.
What's wild though? What's wild is my dude Ghost in the Machine, who's like in my music group with me, and he's in Six Man. Yep. He's a history teacher in the same school as me, and my boy Death Over Simplicity just became like an EA, like a teacher's helper in the same school. So all three of us are in the same middle school.
Wow,
that's fucking dope, man.
It's crazy. We run like a hip hop class after school and shit too. So
that's great. You got Savage Land teaching the kids, huh?
No, it's dope, man. It's dope, and they accept us. You know what I mean? Like, not all of our shit is like totally clean, obviously, and like the school accepts us, and the kids accept us, and they think it's dope. So it's cool.
That's ill.
Yeah. So B-Nuts, the other member of the Fab Five, is not here. He I don't know. He was teaching for a while.
Yeah, is he doing security or some shit now?
And then he was doing, I think he was doing some history class at one point. And yeah, now I don't know what the hell he's doing. I think he's doing some like resource officer type of thing for the school. He's out in Texas. But it is crazy. Like, we do talk to a lot of people that are always in that profession. And I mean, I think it's kind of cool like that. I think you bring a lot more to the table when you have something like that in your background. Not the teaching, the hip hop stuff, because you kind of can relate more to the kids, I think. You know what I mean?
And there's a lot of positives about hip hop that people don't see, but you know what I mean? Yeah. There's so much positives. How many people are even writing nowadays? But you know, as artists, we're writing all the time and expanding our minds and trying to improve ourselves, you know? So it's something that you can relate to the kids with and try to help them out as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And just that public speaking in front of people, and you know, it's like almost one and the same. If you do hip hop right, you a teacher. You know what I mean? If you do it right, your job is as a authentic MC is to teach. I believe.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like KRS once said, edutainment.
Yeah. Whether you teaching, you don't necessarily have to be teaching anybody about history or current events. You could be teaching them about your life or anything, but you know.
It's how you relay the message, definitely.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
So, musically, right? You got into it before. You weren't rhyming before the baseball thing. You started that after, right?
So you know what I mean? Like I grew up. I started rhyming when I was like 12 years old. And I was just like freestyling with my homies. You know what I'm saying? And like once I got to high school, we're driving around listening to, you know, back then we had like, you know, Napster and all this shit where you could download all the beats and instrumentals and stuff. So we're all, you know, smoking L's and having a good time and freestyling, you know, with my homies and shit. So I developed the flow and all that kind of stuff when I was mad young. And I just didn't have like the necessary life experience, or, you know what I mean? I didn't have the content ready to go at that young of an age. And I just wasn't, I had homies that were like recording music and stuff like that. And I was also like digging for records with my friends and like learning how to make beats with them and stuff like that. So I was getting like that whole side of it. And I became a hype man for my boy. So I was a hype man when he was an artist before I even did baseball. So when I was like 17, 18, 19 years old, I was hyping for my man. And he was, you know, he was killing shit and doing well. And then I obviously I was going to pursue baseball because I was talented at it and they were giving me money and, you know what I'm saying? So I was going to pursue that to the fullest. And then once that was done, I was like, you know what? Like I got this skill, I got this ability, but I'm going to really focus in. And I started doing that's when I really started doing mad research on like my favorite artists from like the 80s all the way through the 90s until that point. And like really studying, you know, what makes the illest MC to me. And how could I, you know, I'm not going to copy their style, but how could I like take those influences and put it into my perspective, right? You know, and then that's when, you know, I made my first album and then it's been on since then, you know?
So I'm doing math in my head here. So if you were a Napster, a 12-year-old Napster kid, right?
Well, no, not 12 with Napster. Cause that was just me like walking down the block with my friend rhyming about stop signs and shit, you know what I mean? Like just having fun, just fucking saying whatever. But then when I was in high school was really when I started, you know, when the Napster, Media Fire, all that shit was, whatever it was called, was all out. That's when I was like, we're listening to like Alchemist beat tapes and like making our own mixtures of different type of instrumentals with primo beats and shit like that. And just, you know, practicing freestyle and just having fun. At that point, it wasn't taking it seriously, but it was like, wow, people were like, whoa, you're nice with this. Like maybe you could do this. And I had that in the back of my mind all the time, but I was also doing the baseball shit.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out how old he is, huh?
I think I have an idea.
I'll see what your calculations again too.
There's another part of this interview that kind of stuck in my head, and I was 100% on his. I was sitting at my desk at work, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I agreed with you."
Well, I got drafted in 2006, so you might be able. I got drafted for baseball in 2006, so you might get some kind of an idea. And I wasn't drafted out of high school, so I was drafted out of college.
Okay.
You might get some kind of an idea how old I am at this point.
I think you're probably. I feel like you're around my brother's age, which is like 40, 41-ish.
I'm about to turn 40 November 29th, so you're right there, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Close.
Okay.
Rip, you'd agree with this too, though. So he was, because I know that you said in this one interview that Ghostface was one of your favorite MCs and
absolutely
one of your influences, right? And the particular individual you were on with, you guys he did not feel, he felt Iron Man was better than Supreme Clientele, and I'm like, oh hell no, this dude's crazy. There's no way in hell.
Yeah. No, see, I love Iron Man, but I think Supreme Clientele is like, the weird thing about it is like he never really rapped like Supreme Clientele ever again. That style, and like people try to say,
there's a lot of rumors.
Someone wrote for him.
There's a lot of rumors.
But look, I watched the article interview, and he said when he did Supreme Clientele, he got diagnosed with a rare form of some sort of, but it was some other shit. It wasn't bipolarism. It was some other shit. But the symptoms, the rare form of the symptom he had causes him to speak in short sentences that rhyme. That was the symptoms of when he recorded Supreme Clientele. I think it was something crazy he had. But he said he used to sit in the studio and he said he was fighting demons that used to tell him like, yo, fuck Raekwon. That motherfucker ain't nice. Beat him up. He said he only person he would talk to was RZA. And he said one day RZA broke down the functions of the brain to him, and they sat down and figured out that it was because he was, every time he would get high, he would drink, it would cause these problems. It was like the triggering of his issues. So he said RZA told him, don't get high one day and we're going to see what happens. And he said that's when he stopped getting high and stopped drinking and shit because of that.
Now, he was definitely saying some random shit, but you could actually, it's weird because he said random shit, but there's ways you can break it down if you really wanted to.
And he said it doesn't make sense. He said none of it makes sense, but when I listen, I'm hearing shit like, oh shit. But too. He said maybe that's the artist is supposed to paint the picture, and then you go to a art gallery and you come up with your own perception of
subjectiveness of artistry and perspective.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's just
he's one of the only dudes that with that album that can like do that kind of rhyme that I actually enjoy though. I don't like, for instance, like Aesop Rock. In my opinion, I don't really fuck with Aesop Rock. To me, it's like too random. Like some of this shit, it's like he's throwing words at a wall and then just trying to see if it sticks. And that shit just wasn't like, that's not for me. But like MF Doom, Ghostface, who else does some random shit sometime? I don't know who else can spit some real abstract shit. Those two are the main people that do abstract shit that I really fuck with though, is MF Doom and the Ghostface, honestly.
Yeah.
In this day and age is Sankofa too, man. I think Sankofa is one of those type of rappers too. This guy, like his wordplay is just like, sometimes it sounds random, but it's saying some shit behind it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Homeboy Sandman a little bit too, I feel like.
Homeboy Sandman.
Homeboy Sandman is crazy. He's definitely crazy.
No, I fuck with him though too. I fuck with him.
Bro, I remember seeing him perform in New York City when I was first coming up and shit. And he had this performance where he would clap, and he would make it like he would make everybody clap and do it like make a certain beat, and he just go off, bro. It was crazy. Like he had the whole crowd with that shit.
He's nasty, yeah. He's nasty. Mark Homie a little bit too. I feel like he's got a little bit of abstract in him.
Mark Homie is sometimes he's a little too abstract for me. I can't really. Sometimes Mark Homie. A whole album with Mark Homie kind of like I can't make it through a whole album with Mark Homie.
Damn, I fuck with him.
I like that. I be liking abstract shit. I don't be minding.
Yeah, I like abstract too, but I don't know.
Sometimes it's a little too much for me. Like I need some normalcy every now and again.
Structure.
I got it.
Yeah.
I kind of need that too, that break.
It's dope to challenge yourself if you're an MC, to challenge yourself to try different things,
I love all type of hip hop. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really love all types of. I like abstract hip hop. I like simple hip hop. I like down south shit that you would be like, P, listen to this shit. Yeah, I listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I've learned to balance complexity with simplicity. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
So, trying to think. I had the influence. Anyone else other than Ghostface? Because it was kind of like that argument threw me for a little.
Like, what other influences I got and shit?
Yeah.
So back in the day, I got different ones. I got people from back in the day that I got more modern dudes that influenced me as well. But like, I say back in the day, Big Pun, as far as like flow goes, like I don't rhyme as much like that anymore. But early on when I was rhyming, I was like trying to do the bit in the middle, that type of, you know what I mean? That type of flow. Like the faster points, like not always fast, but then hit you with a faster one that'll real quick, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
Big Pun was definitely an influence for me. And back in the day, Common was a huge influence for me.
That was the other one.
Really fuck with Common heavy. And then nowadays, MF Doom as well. MF Doom was a big influence for me because like I was a comic book head growing up and shit like that. Like my dad collected comics and stuff like that. I don't get too crazy into it anymore, but early on I was doing like a lot of comic book reference type shit. And then nowadays, though, like the biggest influence for me is honestly Rock Marciano. Like Rock Marciano, I think he's like honestly he's like my GOAT right now. I fuck with him heavy. Like that style, just the wittiness. I fuck with like MCs that are really witty. And I think he's a good balance of like street and wittiness, and I fuck with his production choices really heavily.
Yeah.
I think he's got a great year for beats.
Yeah.
You might be one of the first people though that's ever given a modern, like a present day influence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think so.
you know what I like? Most MCs. I mean, and I don't knock anybody for it, but they're like, I would think that most of you guys would be like, my modern day influences me. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But you know,
yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I didn't drop my first album till 2014. Even though I was doing this shit, and I'm about to turn 40. I didn't drop my first actual album till 2014, and Marshburg came out and shit like that in like 2010, and so that was a big influence on me. And granted, he had already been in the game since the late '90s, and you know what I mean, with Flip Mode, that was his introduction to the UN and stuff like that. But that was a change in the game. I think when he dropped that, it really changed the game a lot. And I think he's like started the new wave of underground, at least from my area. Like the SD Nax, you know what I mean, the Al Divinos, the Hidden Characters, that whole Code Nines, all these dudes that are from my area. Like they also are a huge influence on me. You know what I mean? Just people I've been around and I've been testing, I go in ciphers with and I test my pen against them. That's naturally going to be an influence on me, Right. So that's the kind of people I was going up against. I had to be able to reach that level as a lyricist,
Yeah, I know you said you're closer. You're like in between. I always say it wrong I know Dizzy will kill me when I say it wrong again. But I always want to say Worcester.
You talking about Dizzy Disaster?
Yeah, because
I just chopped it up with him yesterday. That's when you said it.
He was on and I said it wrong, and he's like, he just looked.
No, it's Worcester Mass. Worcester Mass.
I said Wester, I think. But
it's like Worcestershire sauce type of thing. That's how you say it.
No, I don't Worcestershire. No, it's Worcester though. It's Worcester Mass.
Worcester.
That's how you pronounce. That's where Joyner Lucas is from too.
Yeah, you're like in between there and Connecticut, right? Like you're on that side.
So I'm like 20 minutes from Worcester. I'm like an hour from Boston, and I'm right next to like Woodstock, Connecticut. So I'm like, you know what I mean? It's in between all of that.
So, I mean, growing up, did you listen to a lot of like, Boston underground guys?
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of Rex. A lot of terminology, Ed O.G. Obviously, Guru's really from Boston, even though he rep, New York, but he's really from Boston. Esoterics, people like that,
Isn't that funny, right? Because everybody knows that he was from Boston, right? And Primo's from Texas, right?
Yeah, no, it's
but
crazy.
They rap Brooklyn,
like the
but you associate them with Brooklyn.
Yeah, but they were the sound of Brooklyn. Like it makes it kind of.
Yeah. I wish he repped Boston, to be honest, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? He reps Brooklyn. It's cool.
No, it like I always think about that. This is a random thought for me, but like I'm always like, neither one of these dudes were from. I mean, I'm not complaining. I love both of them. I love Gangstar, but it just that they were outside influences that changed the sound in New York hip hop and
definitely. I think what Guru said that like Boston never gave him love the way that Brooklyn did, and I can kind of understand that. Like if I went somewhere, I can understand that just because sometimes even right now people outside of Massachusetts give me way more love. I got dudes in South Africa bumping me more than Massachusetts sometimes. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like
that's
that.
That's how the game is.
Yeah.
You got the most hate in your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the reach
is wild.
Of
most rappers get killed in their hometown. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the reach of the ability, I should say, of how you guys have that chance and opportunity to. I mean, you could put something out tomorrow, and some guy in fucking pick a random ass country, New Guinea, can hear your track. And, yo, he's my new favorite MC, and
it's crazy how that works, yo.
we had somebody on. Oh, it was Unscathed. He was big in Australia, right? Wasn't that like he had some like popular? He was like on their charts in Australia or some shit like that. And, I mean,
I get a lot
of
go over there and
spins
get
in
some money.
Helsinki.
Yeah,
I get a lot of work in Helsinki. It's a lot of my fans are in Helsinki. I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know nothing
No,
about that.
I was like confused by the South Africa shit. Because like this dude told me they did like a Weapon ESP day in South Africa one time where they were playing all my music at a party and shit. And I was like, what? That's fucking insane. Like, so I was like, oh, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take it. It's cool.
Have you
tell them to book you? Tell them to book you.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Have you toured?
Watch out for the promoters, though.
Have you gone like to Europe or to South?
Nah, that's something, I mean, that's on the bucket list for sure. And there's there's some talks and some situations where that could occur. Well, just the stars get to align correctly, and it is dope that actually I have the summers off being a teacher and shit. So I will. It's definitely a possibility. I want to make sure I go with like the right people and make that shit work out for the best. You know what I mean? The first time going out there, I've heard is like you're not gonna bank mad money the first time you go out there. It's more about making your name out there so that you can come back again at the right time and people will want to come out and see you. So.
Yep.
I know I've talked in the past with other guests, but like, so I was in the Air Force. I was for 20 years, and I flew, so I'd be everywhere. I've been all over the world, and some of the coolest hip hop spots I've ever been to have been in like Scotland and Germany and like places like that. Switzerland, like I feel like they have, especially now, right? With the way that I feel mainstream type of stuff. I mean, because growing up in the 90s, like mainstream hip hop to us was the stuff that we all call the guys that influenced us to do what you do what you guys do, right?
They played the dope shit mainstream back then.
Right. Yeah. And they still have that same respect for the culture over there that I wish sometimes was the same over here, where we would get, like you guys would get more of that mainstream type of exposure. I definitely like, man, if you ever get the chance to start like getting over to Europe, man, there's so many. It's you'd be amazed at the difference, the way they look at hip hop than.
No, I see like there's some people out here that do that, like M Dot, and you must know M Dot, right?
Oh yeah.
M Dot's he's mad successful when he goes over there. He goes out there every year, and I see some like videos of his shows, and it's fucking amazing the way people get down out there. It's like SD Knack went out to like I think Germany this year and did like a festival, and he was like a headliner for the festival. And I see him go out there, and like just the way they were receiving him is crazy, and it's a beautiful thing. So it's definitely something I'm gonna make it happen eventually. Hopefully way sooner than later. But I just gotta get the right connections, and I have like certain people that go out there that maybe would want to take me at one point, which would be really dope.
That'd be awesome. Are you cool with M Dot and Rev and
no, EMS, I'm not cool with them. Yeah, they're good dudes, you know what I mean? Real dope MCs, good people, and they're hardworking MCs, so it's a dope thing.
Shout out to all of them.
So how did you hook up with 6 Man? How did you?
Yeah, that was my next. That was work. I was working that way, Rip. I was working.
Okay, I seen you. That's why I jumped on it first.
yeah. So 6 Man was really Bad Seed. Just on Facebook is where I met Bad Seed. I mean, I knew about Bad Seed over the years. Obviously, he's been around forever, killing shit. But since like 2017 or 2018, he's really been on a tear. You know what I mean? Like reviving his career. And I was seeing all that live on Facebook, and he's one of those dudes that's not afraid to go on lives and like speak his mind and really fucking say exactly how he feels, which I really respect. And he's like that dude that speaks for the underground. And every time I would hear him, I'd be like, damn, that's something that I would say. Like the way he's talking about right now is literally what I'm thinking. And you know what I mean? Over time, we would just like talk a little bit, and then all of a sudden we're talking like. For 3 hours, I look at my phone, like, Dad, I just talked to this dude for 3 hours straight on the phone. And it became a thing where we became boys, like real tight. And and then eventually, you know, he was seeing what I was doing, and with my crew, which is Genosha Records in Massachusetts. My crew is me, Ghost of the Machine, and Death Over Simplicity. That's Genosha. We're Genosha Records. We got our own separate crew besides Six Man, which a lot of MCs in Six Man do have, but Six Man's like the main collective now. And what happened was I was just like, yo, when you think about me and Ghost, you know what I mean? Like being a part of Six Man, he's like, yo, I was gonna ask you guys, I just didn't know if I didn't want to like impede on your own group. And then it just was like, no, it should happen, you know. And then all of a sudden, you know, we're Six Man, and that's where I met Gratona. All these people in Six Man are crazy talented. Mo Ruckus, who I don't know if you know who Mo Ruckus is.
Yeah.
He's also in Six Man, and that's my dude before Six Man too. I've been mad cool with Mo Ruckus. He's from Mass as well.
Yeah.
And so it was just a natural connection for the group and all the artists, shit like that. And me and Katona connected. I'm like, this group is fucking deadly right now. So I just like, I totally believe in all of us. I think that we're just gonna, the more and more we get cool with each other too, the it's just becoming more and more special. It's really dope.
Oh yeah. We all we got right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure this shit pop the way it's supposed to pop. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And it's power in numbers too, because if everyone's dope and everyone's official and no one's dropping bullshit and we're all got each other's back, it's like, who the fuck's gonna stop us? You know what I mean? And like there's been examples.
That was the illest shit about this. The Seed hand picking every MC that was actually making moves on their own already. You know what I'm saying? Like he saw the movements from every single MC already. He knew I could just help them to push them a little further, and we could make this shit really pop. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was a good idea, and it seems to be working for everybody. So we gonna keep this movement going, man. Six Man, you already know.
Yep.
Yeah, Six Man.
Nah, it's how long ago? I mean, you said you've been talking to Seed for a while. Like, when did that?
I think I joined Six Man about I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know. It hasn't been like that long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just starting to drop projects under Six Man, a lot of us, you know.
Yeah.
This is my first album really dropping. We dropped Savage Land 2 this year. I don't know if you guys had heard Savage Land 2, but we dropped Savage Land 2, me and Ghost of the Machine, earlier this year with Recognize Real.
Yep.
And then, you know, after that, I believe, you know, me and Steve were talking about, you know, us joining up as Savage Land. But it's also us as individual artists too, because we drop solos as well, you know. So it's like it just worked out, man. And this is going to be the fact that it's so early in its stages, and we're all dropping such crazy shit. Like Mo Ruckus, I believe he dropped what I consider one of the best albums of the year with Behemoth, Persona P, and Mike Titan. I mean, Cortona has already been dropping other dope shit this year, but that album, you know, This Is the Place, is incredible. It's next level shit.
Special. Thank you, I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? And then Bad Seed with the Four Finger Ring Part 2 is fucking. It's just like, and then with the joint I just dropped that you guys are gonna hear, and then with my boy Ghost of the Machine just dropped an album today. It's like I'll go against any, like I'll put our team against anyone right now. Honest to God, this year, like put us against Umbrella Collective, put us against Griselda. I don't give a fuck. Like I believe in this crew. You know what I'm saying? Fully. So. I mean, that's how you should be as MCs. We should believe in ourselves.
Talk that shit. Hell yeah, talk that shit. It's about fucking time we start talking our shit. We've been quiet in the background for a long time, so now that we actually making those moves, that people are actually seeing, then it's only right that we speak our fucking minds. You know what I'm saying? But yo, salute to Ghost, who put out, like he said, put out an album today. It's called Aliens Exist. No One Cares. It's on Bandcamp. So go check that out. Go cop that.
20 tracks, yo. 20 tracks on that shit,
20 tracks, bro. Who's dropping 20 tracks these days, man? Y'all ain't ready for that shit, bro.
Yo, catch me on track 14, too. A track called Paranoia. That's just different. Different. I'm out my element on that joint. It's I'm talking about some crazy shit I don't even talk about at all on this album. It's different. It's some weird shit, but it's good.
Yo, it's about to be 7:30. I want to get into the album. I want to listen to the album. Y'all ready to listen to the album?
Too.
I had just like a couple more, and Seeds just jumped on too. I had the album, right? I did look through a couple of your past projects. I did look through a couple. What's up, brother? The name of the album, like for dum-dums, like Like, yeah, what is that? I don't even know if I want to. I'm gonna make cinematic pronounce all the track names. I think.
What happened?
I'm just kidding.
No, I got you. I got you. You want to know what it means?
Yeah, like for guys like me, like what is why'd you pick that name? The artwork I thought was cool as shit. Like where'd that come
Yeah,
from?
shout out Billy Bianco on the artwork, by the way. My dude Billy Bianco. He hand painted the front and the back cover. He did Savage Land 2. He did the artwork for Savage Land 2 earlier this year too. Like I got mad respect for that dude as an artist. It's crazy. But yo, so Kensei, what it means is it means the most legendary swordsman or samurai.
Okay.
So what it's about is it's really about this dude Miyamoto Musashi. I don't know if you've ever heard of him before, but in Japanese history, he's like considered the best swordsman of all time. So he was like he went 62-0 in duels. He started fighting when he was 13 years old. He killed his first samurai. Like he was a fucking beast, and he's a real historical character. He wasn't just like some dude in the movie. You know what I mean? Like they made movies about him, and there's a lot of myths about him that have happened over the years. But he
Yeah.
was a real character in history. And so basically the overall concept is like I'm comparing my pen to this guy's sword. You know what I mean? Like because he's he's the illest swordsman of all time. I'm trying to say like my pen is that good. And really like another part of the concept is if you look at the cover, it's that dude Miyamoto Musashi, and he's standing over another dude that he killed. That dude is Sasaki Kojiro, and that guy was the other greatest swordsman of all time in Japan. And so when Miyamoto Musashi killed that dude, which he killed him in a crazy way. So let me break down how he killed him real quick. So he met this dude at this island called Ganryu Island, which is the last track in the album. He met that dude on the island, and he made the dude wait for 2 hours. So he made him he was playing psychological warfare with him by making him wait, and the guy was just getting like antsy, like I want to fight this dude and kill this dude, but he's like, where the fuck is he? And so Musashi took a boat to the island, and on the way, instead of just fighting this dude with a sword, he carved an oar into his sword. So he carved a boat oar into his sword. And
Yeah.
actually, that was a real thing that happened. And he fought the guy with the oar, still beat him. And then when he beat him, he felt this resentment that he killed him because he's like, this is the other, like, he had so much respect for this guy as a swordsman that he ended up like stopping fighting. And he found enlightenment. So by killing this guy, he found this like enlightenment and comfort in life where he didn't have to fight anymore. And he retreated to this cave, Redondo Cave, which is another song on the album. And he wrote the Book of Five Rings, which is like considered one of like the greatest you know written pieces ever. And what he's talking about is how to be a Ronin and survive and use the different styles of martial arts that he created and styles of fighting that he created, principles that he has in life. And he wrote this song thing called the Book of Five Rings, which I studied, and this thing called the Dakota, which is like the 21 principles of a Ronin, which I studied as well. So this was all before the album, like years before the album that I had studied all this shit. I knew I always wanted to do something related to it. But that sense of like enlightenment that he found when he killed that guy Sasaki Kojiro is kind of like the comfort level I felt on this album. Like I felt like the production, the way I was rhyming on it, I wasn't trying to like in past albums, I'm really trying to kill every single beat, like murder it, like lyrically, you know what I'm saying? This is more of me being comfortable in the production, just trying to make good music, and like I feel like that was like that had a lot more meaning to the concept as well, you know.
That's dope.
Yeah, so Kensei is about Miyamoto Musashi. Basically, I'm saying like my pen is as nice as that guy's sword was, you know.
That I like.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. GFK. Oh, the kitten.
It's an ill concept, bro. You know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of people like that deep coming with deep concepts like that when it comes to albums. So
Yeah,
it's pretty dope, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
crazy.
Yo, Weapon.
Yeah, what's good, see?
What up, man?
What's good?
Yo, I want to tell y'all too. You know, I knew Weapon for about maybe 4 years. We met online, and Weapon was one of those guys that was always like really talented and a spitter, and you could tell that he's a student of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that the way he crafts his bars, he really cares about how he's crafting his bars up. And you know, I thought him and Ghost of the Machine, they would be a perfect match to be on 6 Man because just how they move, like you know what I'm saying. So, it was pretty much no brainer for that to happen. And I love Weapon because me and Weapon, we get on the phone and we chop it up for like an hour, like you know, just chopping it up. And I believe like when you're working with artists, doing stuff like that is A&R work. That's pre-production. You get to know the artist, you get to know them, and then that way you know what kind of production to give them. So Weapon is great, man. Yo, salute to you, brother. You wanted the cream of the crop, and just keep working, bro. Keep working. They watching. Just keep working. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, C, for real.
But yo, real quick. You know, I want you know what? I want to introduce y'all to somebody. Look at my G baby.
Man, baby. Congratulations, man. Welcome to the Grandfather Club, man. Welcome to the Grandfather.
Congratulations.
Look at
That's
smiling.
it's a beautiful thing, yo. It's a beautiful thing.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, being an active grandfather is the greatest shit in the world, yo.
Yo, look at us smiling at y'all.
Yeah, there you go,
I'll
bro.
be flirting with my G baby, man.
I like to see you smiling,
Enjoy
my brother.
That, man.
Yeah,
man.
I like to see the smile, bro.
Yeah.
That, yo.
Yeah, Katona P. You already know, bro. You already know.
We locked in, baby.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing, man?
Good, bro.
Chilling.
Friday.
Y'all want to
man.
thank y'all for taking care of my brother Weapon. He went like, bro, I ain't just saying this because he's here. Like, when y'all know me, bro, I give it up. I don't give a fuck if the nigga sitting right there. I say, yo, nigga, you a dirtbag. Like, y'all know me. Like, I say that.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to tell you straight up, like, dude is a good man. The good guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, above and beyond all that rap shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, we got to lead with that. Because this industry, man, like, niggas, you could be good all day. What's your character like, man? How you go? How you
be a dirtbag in real life?
See, you already know how I
point.
get down. I don't fuck with many people like that, and you know what I'm saying. When you got the team down, it's still like we still feeling each other out. But me and Web connected, like you know what I'm saying. So we plan to make this grow. You know what I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. Solid. So you know, I'm gonna shut up now.
I love you, C. I love you, brother.
Love you too,
Real,
bro.
man.
You know what it is. I'm just chilling. Man. I'm getting ready for the fight. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Mike better win that fight, yo.
Better win.
Hey, Seed, you see I cut my shit, Seed. You see I cut my shit.
Let me see. Why you hiding the George Jefferson? I want to see the George Jefferson.
Cut it. We done.
Cut it.
Oh,
yeah, we done. I posted the pictures. I posted
it.
Yeah,
we done.
You guys sick of that shit, though. You guys sick of it.
Yeah. Nah, yo, I was like, yo, man, like, I was trying to see if you saw somebody left a comment, they was like, yo, son, you actually got hair though. Like if you let it grow more, it might come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I tried that shit for 4 months, son. Look, I had the cake cutter on my shit. I pick my shit, and most of the shit I'm picking will be on my fucking pillow, son.
Yo.
It'll be a bunch of naps on my pillow. I was like,
you know what
this
was
shit,
found?
man. I'm cutting this shit.
You know what was found? One of my own brothers saw them pictures on Facebook and left a comment saying, I got pubes on the top of my head, bro.
That's what I was leaving on my pillow, son. I had pubes all over my pillow, yo.
Oh man, y'all crazy.
Hey,
crazy.
See, check your text messages. I just sent you a picture.
All right, hold up. Uh-oh.
See, I sent the picture with my baby hair. I had my baby hair laid down, son.
I see you.
He's got it.
Yo, Rip, why you got the my son had the comb over. Like,
that was the baby hair, son. I put some baby oil on that shit.
Yo,
he slid the just for me the pink lotion. Yo, remember the pink lotion?
The pink
shit. Oh man,
that was that sulfur 8. I put some sulfur 8 on my shit.
I remember back in the days when we used to have the waves. They used to be like, "Yo, that pink lotion, son, put that pink lotion." That pink lotion stunk though, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Oh,
Put some of that
man.
new in your shit. You be brushing
Word.
your shit forever with that new
Man, you
That
remember
shit
the
don't
pink
go nowhere.
lotion?
Yeah, I remember
man.
the pink lotion. Yeah.
Look, this is what happens. This your weapon. You balding or not?
Yeah, yo, I gotta trim my shit off, bro. My shit's bald, bro.
Yo,
Oh
Web got the
man,
Caesar. Web got a Caesar with the Nas half moon part.
man.
Nah, I shaved my shit, but I need to shave it right now. It looks like I'm trying to compete with that contest he was doing right now. I need to.
Yeah, weapon, man. You fucking with over 40 motherfuckers over here. We talking
Come on,
about
man. I
bad.
ain't balding.
Talk
Though, man.
about bad knees
I
and
got
No,
my
yo,
hair.
talk about
I don't know what y'all talking about. I got a full head of hair.
Yeah, but you got the grays like me too, though. You got the grays, though, Katona.
Yeah, no, I got crazy grays. My
Yo,
beard,
Pete
my
Bryant.
beard, all the shit is right here.
I'm glad you don't dye that shit, though. I'm glad you don't dye that
Nah,
shit for
hell
real.
no. I never
Yo,
dye my
Pete-
hair.
Pete
my
Bryant, he dying his shit gray though.
Hell
Like,
no. I never touch
He
that
dying
shit.
this shit
Yo,
great.
that nigga,
I ain't-
how that nigga got the whole
Bro, my whole
on
shit
the
up top is black, bro. My whole shit up top
Yo,
is black. Look.
I'm gonna say this right now. You guys are
He got
lucky
the
you're not
whole.
middle school teachers.
Yo, you over there?
you're-
Hey, P, you over there looking like
Heavy D.
Prince Marky D and shit.
Yo, just
my son
watch
got
up,
the
man.
my son had the my son had the
The Prince
Yo.
Marky D
my
going.
son got the
This is what happens when you look. This is what you happens when you deal with baldies. You get hate all day long.
Yeah, I got hate, son. My hairline left in like the 11th grade. I lost
Back.
my hairline. So
Yo, my dude Katona P got the we got our own thing.
Bro,
Oh, shit.
bro, my shit
Oh,
used to
Friday.
be so long, nigga. I had
I seen them old
My shit was-
videos, son.
No, my hair was to the back, to the middle of my back, son. It was crazy.
I
I
seen
seen
my
that one
dreads
video. I
was-
told you.
When I could
I
grow
seen
hair.
that one video, P. You got that LL Cool J video, P. When you
Yeah.
got the suit on and shit.
Yo, P, why you cut it? Why you cut your hair? What made you cut it?
It was too much, man. I grew it for like 7 years, and then like the summertime would make me like go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So there was one summer I just went nuts and just took the clippers and just knocked it off. You know
My
what I mean?
dude, you was on some Samson shit for real.
Yeah, yo, my
Like
shit
that
was my shit was long, bro.
It was
That shit
fire, son.
Yeah, I had luscious curls and everything.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
and you know what's crazy? You probably could
Get
grow
the
your
shit
shit out like that
moisturized.
again, son.
I can. I'm not balding at all. I'm telling you, my hair grows fast like a motherfucker, bro. I just
Yo,
don't let
God
it
bless
grow.
you, bro.
Yeah,
God
thank
bless.
you, bro. Thank you, bro. My pops is bald. My pops is balding, but I got my grandfather from my mother's side hairline. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
what they say. The hair come from your mother's side and shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
mother's
never
father,
went. He died with a full afro, so you already know.
Well, I mean, my pops receding too with his bitch ass, so it's all good. You know.
Yo, it's 7:42, man. I want to get into this
right?
album, son.
Listen,
I want to
Yeah,
get
hear
into this
that
album.
shit.
as much as I want to sit through a Rogaine commercial some more.
I'm gonna shut up. My bad. You know I
I
get
got my Beijing on the side of me. I'm about to.
I haven't seen you in a minute, Pete. I'll never tell you to shut up.
my God, love, man.
dog.
No.
I'm
I
just
had to
I'm just
pull up. I had to pull up, man.
I'm just excited for the world to hear this project and for you guys to hear this project because I heard this project like 6 times already. You know what I'm saying? Purposely, I heard it 6 times to get here today and rep 6 men. You know what I mean? So let's get this shit popping. I want the fucking world to hear this shit.
Let's do it.
Go.
So
Hope they ready.
I don't want to butcher the names. Do you want to? What we're gonna do? We'll do 3 tracks. We'll come back. We'll talk about them, and then we'll do 3. Oh, you got 10, right? There's 10 on there.
Yeah, 10 tracks. Yeah.
All right. So at one point we'll do a 4 track set, maybe in the middle. We'll go like 1 through 3, and then 4 through 7, and then we'll close it out with the 3.
Okay.
I don't want to butcher the names of the tracks.
I got you. You want me to tell you what they are?
If you want to do it.
The first three at least.
The first one, number one's the Dakoto.
Okay.
The Dakoto, and number 2 is Zazen.
Yep.
And number 3 is Kensei.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
I'm gonna mute because I have not heard this shit. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
I
I won't mute everybody
I'll
like
mute my mic.
fast.
Yeah, because when we talk, the music kind of like gets cut off.
Yeah.
So we want to hit it.
I want you to hit this shit perfect, yo.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, you ready, fellas?
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Peace.
ESP. Listen, yeah. Let them try to break down how I pen it. I run the game from this point, I'm heliocentric. Cold shit, need a dust and rappers about to hit that hard reset button. Y'all see through frontin', you say it what? Nothing. Watch out, one sniff is lethal. People I grew with in depots went from chillin', pulling L's like fine hoes to hearing overdose, it's overplayed. Once fly, I say it Mayday. I'm mending my garden, I stay away, it's midday. Y'all still sleeping on them, a storm is forming. Your sheepish minds are softened, this is my omen, omerta. Aura shine, future era mine. Who say it more slide, both eyes with dollar signs in them till my soul fly. They scream my code name, it's a cocaine high. I won't lie, it's automatic, born with it. I always had it, authentic. All spoils go to the victor, I'm vetted. Eviscerate my body, your work indebted to wait. No one. This rap shit's whack if you having no fun. Played the background, now I'm back in front, my son. Learning from every action and word I utter. Weapon thumbing through money and kicking knowledge till my last supper.
Laying on the sidewalk, little music from the house next door. Paper laying on the sidewalk, little music from the house next door.
Look, anything I say goes. Ghost face rolls and boo-boo bank rolls. It's what I need most. Scope the buster, the weapon, we ain't the same mold. Admit I got the juice, Kensei. Increase the potency that can't say no. Notice me laying L after L to my afterlife. Dolomite pimp shit that I write. Whet your appetite, practice Dakota, eliminate distractions in the sense that yo, I'm blackout rapping band of assassins, all time greats. And your nose soaking up the sun rays. Still counting the days until it's all tossed waste. Listen, talking taste. This ain't your typical dinner plate. Y'all been late to the party, already H. Try to keep pace, executions one take. Evolution of hurt, looping a break. Who's losing faith? I built upon styles, immortalized blades. Organized corrupt files and wising up ways. I'm weighing in, absorbing power, then double it like vibranium.
Paper laying on the sidewalk, little music from the house next door. Paper laying on the sidewalk, little music from the house next door.
I trust only my sword in this world. This is art dealing. Stop chillin' till I was top billin'. Caking off of the cadence, sour flower, the fragrance healing. This shit I ain't feeling like mobsters killing ageless. Box set bigger than John Lennon's. Wagered on these players when I go. The only time I'm in a box sealed in. Say this with quick wit. Whiz past you grabbing the air like R&B singers. My face in big tits, no bee stingers. Bear witness. Tremendous breadwinners, mind benders, dime empress, pleasure in all my senses. Pussy purr louder than Porsche engines. Focus your lenses and slime trenches. It's coke morals and ill intentions. No spine, disloyal swine peasants can spoil my essence. Snakes recoil in my presence like discharging weapons. Exuding excellence, needle hits its dependence as its eminence. Press these precious jewels in the grooves on records.
You can never fuck with my pen. My sword, my blade, whatever you want to call it, I'm too nasty for it. This is why the fuck I look up to you.
Hey yo, this game is really full of geeks trying to compete. Battles, they lose them all like baby teeth. I play for keys, spines I collect like Keith, recognizing my speech pattern. Reed Richards, reach earth shattering pen. Damn son, too high. What was I saying? Oh yeah. plus I'm paid in full, flavorful radiation glow. Fellatio while I steer the boat, attacks his aerial cloak, float on air and water. So dominant using goat rappers for bait to slaughter. So ominous, I disappear in the smoke of Magana. When Tim and I link, it's dope building like the Carter and New Jack. Highly touted author, my greatest saga now. Son, I don't rhyme, I think aloud, the natural. Y'all are still trying to decide on your style. Pull in my file, I let the sauce simmer. Don't handle the stack of Bibles, the certified sinner with slicker, more volatile ways to get richer. Yeah, less than a guard, more than a man. Face card, play in my hand. Overstander, underhand, the ways a man, son. I be damned if a change gon' come, Sam. Weapon trust people the same as a gun at jam. I light you up like dynamo with running man. Yo, everything my eyes scan off brand, offhand. Nobody half is ill. Flash in the pants, chill is you scam is you real. Yo, till I pen a deal worth $500,000. Weapon no stake is still. Eating peace, feast every meal. Hank McCoy beast, yet and still fly underneath with unlimited skill. On the mic, hear him bite like Holyfield. Kensei, son, I'm wielding the kind of chic for the kill. Just another feather in my cap as the legacy build. Better find a way to adapt or I'm lapping the whole field. Better find a way to adapt or I'm lapping the This fly should be overseeing everything. All revolves around my son, that's why the name will ring. Acclimate to the rain. Making art, snatching arch enemies, hearts like a chain. This fly should be overseeing everything. This fly should be overseeing everything. It all revolves around my son. Weapon new without knowing. Final level clone, weave the web of the chosen. Don't see with eyes, it's clouded by emotion. When I move a crowd, it's obsessive, compulsive, lost ronin. From discovered, I'm goaded, lover, the loaded, they can't decode it. Nah, son, it's that fly, blah, blah. If I wrote it, voila, see some shit on natural like ayahuasca. Everyone inside my roster will stick you up like a spoon and rice cooked proper. No rats in my pack like Sinatra, it's salada. Corny yes, man, in y'all corner, one war warning, yeah. Every drop gon' feel like Chinese water torture. Restoring order, sharpen my swordie more than sorta nice. My son the source of my light, carry the torch with no remorse, leading him right. Went from heathen and demon knight, stoic now, make him proud. God bless his child, his book of life is something wild. Summer now, simmer down, cinematic how I flex with these styles. Serpent statue where I'm from for a while. Yeah. Serpent statue on front for a while. This fly should be overseeing everything. All revolves around my son, that's why the name will ring. Acclimate to the rain. Making art, snatching arch enemies, hearts like a chain. This fly should be overseeing everything. This fly should be overseeing everything. It all revolves around my son.
Ooh. You've lost your heart again.
We back.
Man.
Damn.
What you gotta say? What you gotta say, Supremacy?
I've listened to a lot. I've listened to a lot of your stuff in the past, right? You've been on the show, like your tracks have been on the show, but to actually like, you know, just get and sit with the project for I mean, I these guys know I love listening parties because I actually 99% of the time, if I haven't heard it, I don't want to hear anybody talking. That's why I usually mute my shit. Bro, the bars, man, like it is I like the slower BPM beats because you really gotta focus on what the fuck the MC is talking about. The beat selections so far are amazing, man.
Shout out Tim Berry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Album, you know I was just gonna say shout out Tim Berry because I know he did the whole project.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm really feeling. I was like sitting over here jotting down lines that I thought were funny that I liked. But these beats are crazy, man. The fucking.
Thank you, yo. Thank you.
Yo. G Baby loves it.
That's what's up.
She said the beats are fire.
Yeah.
Word.
She did.
I could say the best part. This is dope. It's dope. It's dope. Know what I mean? Just from even from the pre-listen dialogue that we had.
Yeah.
Where you just elaborated all your influences and everything, and how you was talking about how you was trying to incorporate it into your shit without sounding like them.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yeah,
Kudos.
Man. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that Jose Canseco reference, just the fact that you went into your backstory, how you was a picture, that.
Yeah. Well, Ripley's not here right now, so I'll speak on my opinion on the first three tracks. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard them, because the first one and the third one he put out as singles before the album dropped. So I got to hear those, you know what I'm saying? And I heard those for a minute, and I thought they were dope. I mean, when it comes to Weapon, in my opinion, as a lyricist, there's no filler. You understand what I'm saying? There's only bar after bar after bar after bar. And you can listen. What I love about his music is that every single time I go back to it, I find something new. And you know, it just makes the listening process fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me, in particular. But out of those three beats, the first two, the first and the third, I liked when you first put them out. But when I heard the album, the second one, that sample that he used, it was super funky. Funky. It had like a jazz.
Had a little bop to it.
Yeah, I loved it, bro. I loved it, and I loved the end of it, how it ended. I loved everything about that track. So that's one of my favorites on the album.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of my favorites. I got another favorite.
You fought with that middle, the chorus section where I sampled Ghostface when he was talking shit to Action Bronson.
Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
That was fire. And I appreciate it because I was expecting to hear like something from one of the movies or something, like one of the dialogues from like you were speaking about. But the fact that you brought that in, that just made it even more better. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. I love it.
Like I can hear the influences being incorporated into this.
Yeah, he even said it in his rhymes about Ghostface Roads and all that shit. Like that was fire.
Yo, you know, one of the things that I noticed is he sounds so relaxed.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot different. Not saying you wasn't before from previous years, but bro, you're so comfortable now. Like it's like you know who Weapon is now.
Exactly. That was like the point of the album. You know what I mean? That's really that's what the whole thing came together as. That's like I wasn't stressing my voice at all. Everything was just like just who I am, like you said. You know what I mean? That's the whole feeling.
And not even voice, like voice wise, but I mean just
the flow.
Presence, cadence. It was just relaxed, like
glided,
like comfortable.
Yeah,
you know. Like
your hooks were perfect too. To me, in my opinion, your hooks were perfect. Like
perfect.
Your hooks were you, and that's what I loved about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you went about it, it didn't sound like anybody else's hook. It was you. So
I like him on them beats. I like him with Tim.
Yeah, and then
I like you with Tim, bro.
Yeah.
Yo. So the thing with the way me and Tim worked though is we found the samples together, so that helped with the cohesiveness. You know what I mean? We went and we dug for every record together. Every single one of these songs are from an actual record. We didn't get any shit from YouTube. There was no email beats. We went to the same record shop and we both dug for records and went back to the spot. Listened to the samples together. Those are samples that we wanted to use, and then he laced them, and I would write on the spot. Or sometimes he'll go back to the records that we found, and then he would send me the beat. But the thing is, we found that shit together. You know what I mean? So that sound,
that made it even better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's super organic.
Definitely.
The sound is the type of hip hop that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like from what I'm hearing, there's plenty of different ways of even what we listen to in boom bap. But the style of hip hop the 3 songs that I just heard is what I go to when I want to hear some shit. You know
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It was in that, so it already attracts me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
top tier. It's top tier, bro. It's top tier. Top tier, bro.
Appreciate y'all for real.
Sounds good. Everything is clear. You know, everything is straight. You know what I'm saying?
Put together movies.
Yeah, and I actually got to see his performance of Kensei when he performed out recently at his album release party, and that was a real, like, you could see you was feeling what you was saying on stage. You know what I'm saying? When you was saying the hook and you was speaking on your son and all that, like that you could see that you felt that shit. I felt the emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, no doubt. That was the most comfortable I felt performing like recently too.
You looked it.
You know what I mean? I wasn't missing a beat, and like the thing is, I didn't write any of this shit to be like hard to perform. You know what I mean? Like this is all written so I could easily perform this and be comfortable as well performing. You know, and it just came together. It was a little scary because it was the first time performing those joints, but like it really came together exactly how I wanted it to. It was dope.
That's ill.
I'm loving it so far, man. I am.
Hell yeah.
Yo, thank you guys.
I am.
Definitely. You got any more questions, or you want to go into the next ones?
No, I'm ready. I'm ready to go into the next.
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, let's hear this shit.
Give us.
You want me to say the names?
Yeah,
You want me to say the names of the joints?
Yeah. Give us the titles of the songs.
All right, so I got the next joint is Death of Kojiro, featuring Yo Daddy Doe. He's another Massachusetts MC, dope MC. After that, we got Kanashi, and then Regondo Cave. And Regondo Cave is featuring Death Over Simplicity and Ghost in the Machine.
That's my favorite track on the album, just to let you know.
And then we'll add the way. I can say that one. We'll add the way, and then we'll finish out with the last 3.
Okay, yeah, the way, yeah.
I can pronounce the way. I'm just kidding. No, I'm loving this shit. Thanks, Cinematic.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
I am.
No, real quick. This one, Death of Kojiro, was the first one we ever made for the album, which was supposed to go in a different direction. So you'll see, it's a little different, but you'll see how it sounds. But this was the first joint we made, first one we sampled.
No.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking at all the BPMs of the tracks, and I'm like, all right. I can see what you're doing. I like it. I like what's going on.
Mixing it up, yep.
Yeah, I like it. All right, you ready, fellas?
Yep.
Right, let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Whoa. Sweating. Yo. Son. Hey yo, Blinkin', you missed the brilliance. I really pin tracks out. I'm drought you bet against. It's like you bet on the Knicks. Ain't even deep inside my bag of tricks. Straight out the silver screen, my bitch. Every man's dream is just to strike rich. Turn a profit quicker than store guards rich. I hit the lotto with this new revenue model rich. Inside the mind fabric, y'all vatos logos with a sign you can't eclipse. Cocaine, the fentanyl sniffs. Kill the wrist, slick as it gets. Against these working stiffs, don't quit your day shifts. This type of radiance it's impossible to mimic. Put on a clinic, I put you on notice with no defendant. Straight off the boat descendants. In the GO conversation, coffin descending. Still in your mentions in a whole other dimension. Still increasing the tension.
Big Dad, yeah. Way above the specified realm. Identified at the helm. Captain P in the flesh. Tough acting reenactments. You ain't stable, you shell. Orion 5'9", giants. Swap the tag, keep them fresh. Flatline, lobotomizing. Heavyweights help as well. Need space in the bell. After me, they go 12. Pound for pound, adjusting sizes. Filter out all the L. You still in F tier. Trust the science. Spilling out all the spell. I'm having the best year. Little house, don't turn your back on the force. Beef in the box like it's Norse. I'm affording my fortune. Through tales it gets hard. That's me recording for sport. While I'm close to the source. Using terms of engagement. Cause lines is fabricated. Sheets of crimes and complications. While I master combinations. Using mind domination. Getting rhymes compensated. So I'm feeling like the greatest.
Musashi had defeated a demon of the western provinces. Musashi used Kojiro's pride to undermine him.
Y'all know it's fake, but it's cool. Rappers living lies, what they do. First couple episodes came to Kung Fu. A lot of pew-pews and imitation jewels, son. Renaissance poet lakes used, but the truth leave you less enthused and other news and never off balance. The Lucifer door is curves that spoke God's word and God with words, so biting my shit sacrilege. From a dirty bridge where there's no hope for kids and make the stigma lift. Take a whiff. That's the smell of success and the finest cannabis ever lit. Market this marksmanship. The man a myth, I'm a monolith. No more being modest, monetizing my gift. And my floors is marble monopoly man with the monocle rich. Dip with the bag of my marvelous model, bitch. Bottled and branded these scripts. AI couldn't match me with wits. Once again, it's as real as it gets. Once again, it's the realest. I try to tell him not to sleep on him. My son, the devil never had a leash on him. I know sometimes it's really hard to keep going. That's why I'm thankful I'm a dawn each morning. Old soul Charles Bradley, wifey, I'm a lab with a fatty, blowing wacky tobacco with me. Happy, wasn't born into this naturally. I made a profit, try to process how the pen creates so immaculately. My name should ring bells in all four corners after calling no corniness on this glorious path that I led. When I fake the funk and half step on my last leg. See if I know the ledge, son. Little leaven infects on the bread. Some of y'all wasting money I ain't made yet, placing the wrong bet. Slept, won't accept disrespect. I son them all, make them all inherit my debts. One of the fewest select, blessed. Getting the stupidest neck. Peace to the legends I rep. Speak my name in the same breath. hard to keep going. That's why I'm thankful I'm a dawn each morning. Check. DOS, yo. If I wake up married to the game, I'll know that. Twisted naps underneath my skull cap. Missing maps out to seek the full facts of ancestor to descendant. From where it's born and ended. Shores defended next to dawn with pendants. Barns torn from a drug war, sentence extended. Tax forms dependence. Slum lords that ignore the tenants. The sleep, the power, the poor, the leverage. Losing strength, remaining separate. Gather in the foreground. Getting picked off. Whether underground or Messiah type. From where the hard-headed get less shredded in firefights. Move bomb and take cover, they don't do warnings. Watching you torn it. I stay rolling with the ghosts like my crew haunted. Me and Weppy SP2 vaunted. Rhyme kicking till our kung fu is lauded. And studied at the dodos of the verbal martial arts. Keep a jewel embedded in the awful darts. Create my own techniques, the form is essential. Output informed by what I've been through. The think we thous and the etus. Invented till I'm playing the shadow like tension.
You think about dead and who? Before this honor verbal sepulchre was free wills. Think about who's letting you draw a breath like revolver spinning in the Wild West, or a blade from a sheath. Tell them we the last left. Other rolling life from where all the missiles are homing. Pigeons come back, indifferent to however far they roaming. My heart breaks for every motherless child. How you bring him into a world of neglect, shit is wild. Such a juvenile, hoes love to covet my style. Pay them no mind, they all cry when they look at me now. My pen retarded, I'm blessed with the lowest of brows. Seeking low-hanging fruit in the midst of the crowd. Won't say my government in the sheets, they screaming it loud. Hit a Karen from the back, she say she black and she proud. Still wary of the double H's. Trouble comes when you impatient. Safety off the devil's flagrant. Gave me skull to my amazement. Palm tree, my next vacation. Praying for the land of Haitians. Landed with the wrath of God. See nines and can possessed by Satan. Public enemy number one. At war with many nations. Used to dug hollows with mom. Fired from semis. Crazy elevating when demons plot on my soul. Further taking government. Tapping our pockets. Counting the change we making. But I stay blessed like Ebenezer Baptist churches. Making new believers every time I pen a verse.
Time for every time these words from the sky. I wait and put the sword down true till I die. I represent the code so I can't live a lie. You can feel the power when you look in it. If I had a time for every time these words fell out the sky. I wait and put the sword down true till I die. I represent the code so I can't live a lie. You can feel the power when you looking in my eyes.
Yeah. Shit's wild, yo. Every rhyme I refine my approach. Unravel poets onto pieces like Orpheus. Somewhere ghosts and ghosts dividing up the cosmos. East Coast like her tapping power from the base of a lamppost. All in till it's adios. Women fall at my feet like tabernacles. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's the pimp pheromones or mind blowing quotes. Brains paint the ceiling like the Sistine Chapel with broad brushstrokes insurmountable. All politics and cheap parlor tricks, knockoffs, props and false promises. Payola spins and whack partnerships. Want no part of this, ain't no heart in that. My demeanor dominance, plus it's still potential untapped. Ain't what happens to you, my son, is how you react. They ain't clapping for him, it's fuck with my legacy intact. Y'all thought my ship already sailed, fuck told you that. Telling no wise tales now, but I don't chew the fat. Y'all made a killer like John Woo, hard boiled like Chow Young Fat. Ain't no slowing me down like gun fu. Weapon growing on you faster than bamboo. Never made this art to make a fan of you, I'm just that dude.
If I had a time for every time these words fell out the sky, I wouldn't put the sword down true till I die. I represent the code so I can't live a lie. You can feel the power when you look in it. If I had a time for every time these words fell out the sky, I wouldn't put the sword down true till I die. I represent the code so I can't live a lie. You can feel the power when you looking in my eyes. Je exterminado. Olha o pé, anjo exterminado. Olha o pé, anjo exterminado. Olha o pé, anjo exterminado. Olha o de paixão.
To understand the way of the warrior, you have to understand that being a samurai means being a killing machine. The way is in training.
Sacrifice rest is to get respect from the Rexes, the Acros, the Edos, the Nagmans, the Code 9s, Paranoms, and Relentlesses. Upper echelon in my premises, nothing was forced. Some rappers will only fly off the white horse like Pegasus. Writing more became more medicine. Cypher saw eyes in every cipher was stepping in. Settling those who won't assimilate, think of settling. Think of leveling stages in foreign places, breaking bread with them. Till all we doing is dope shit. My name hold weight with the best of them, a testament to unique wit. Peddling to investing too much effort and pushing effortless pens. Paralleling took every parcel, took every particle in them. Most I started with was just pretending, just a phase, no love extended. Stayed evolving, it's my calling all in. Till I was better than these rhyme schemes could melt steel beams like 9/11. This rap masculine son, yeah, nobody bested him, son, no one. Better believe that. Weapon paid his dues, y'all pay your tithes, no rules. But by the slight, my name is on sight. My dudes stay fly, never change flights. Through mics, I changed plights though. First time I wrote it, lit the light bulb. Know every brush stroke, solid golden activate mode. Keep praying I fold. No assist for Mirovich, bear gifts. I'm the master molder, Mr. Embarrassment, son. Catalogs the code's antithesis, and this a heat check, cause I'm yet to miss.
Yo. See? That was one that I didn't mind because you were talking. You were saying some shit.
Word.
And it wasn't.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no. I was wondering. I was wondering how you're gonna feel about that one.
Bro, that.
Oh, that's.
But you were saying something. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, I'm getting my balls busted about drumless beats.
It had a little tap to it though. It had a little tap to it. It wasn't like completely drumless. It had a little tap.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a place for things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like when they're overused and like people have got their whole albums, but there ain't nothing wrong with one or two of them on a project. You know, here or there they pop up, especially when they're used right. Yeah, you know, right. Used the right way.
MC gliding on there.
Yeah, you did. You.
That was definitely an example of yo, weapon is. I can't say it enough. Like son is like a scientist with it. Like if you could, you hear it. Like the beat selections are good. Like it sounds like son been doing this shit for a long time.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean.
That's what I'm absorbing. How they putting the songs together.
Bro.
Him and
like
Tim putting them songs together.
Crazy.
Shit.
Yeah.
Salute to Tim Berry, man. The production on this album is insanity.
The dope project.
Salute to Tim, yo, for real. Salute to Tim.
The first joint that we heard on the set was the one that you said you guys were thinking about going in a different direction. Like, what direction was that, if I can ask? Because that was fucking beat is insanity.
Yeah,
it was gonna be like a psychedelic hip hop album. Like it was gonna be real. Like we were digging into psychedelic styles. Like the first thing we did was all psychedelic. Then it turned out to be more soul. Like it was definitely psychedelic at first, and then we're like, we found some soul samples that worked out well after that, and then it kind of just formed in from that one into like more soul, you know.
But it was a nice, refreshing, like bit of the album. Like once it came on, you're like, whoa, like what the hell is this?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
great.
Psychedelic shit I like. That's
I loved it, bro. I loved it. And if you guys are
the
thinking
abstractness.
if you guys are actually thinking on experimenting for a further project in the future on some shit like that, I definitely think you should, because that was crazy. Whatever you got,
man.
It
gonna
sounded like you was on LSD.
I was gonna say that there's quite a few.
Listening to it made me feel like it.
Yo, there's quite a few records. There's quite a few records you got on this project, bro. Quite a few that, bro. If ever was trying to do remixes, bro, I need parts.
Me too. Because that number four, that beat, that psychedelic.
He like that.
Yeah,
I want that. I want to
bro.
get on that.
There's a couple, bro.
That's fire. Then that was, the one. What's the name of it? The Cave joint.
Gondo Cave.
Yo, man, that beat right. That's my type of shit right there. That was fire, bro.
Yo,
like
the
that,
first shit. The first shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like there's a few, bro. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like there's a few. Like this.
Hold up, and I don't want to take away from the second joint of that set where you was actually doing the hook, and it was kind of like it wasn't sing-songy, but
fire.
That had like a swing to it. That
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's my favorite joint on the album is the kind of shake joint. That's like for me personally.
Yeah.
Like it's not everyone's favorite. Some people have told me it's their favorite, but that's my personal favorite one that we made. Just because like it's the way, like when I got that beat, I was like, how am I gonna approach this? Like, what is my delivery gonna be? And like everything just came together exactly how I wanted it to. And I just said some shit like that I really wanted to say, and it just that's my favorite joint, to be real with you. And I know it's not going to be for everyone, but
I loved it, bro. I loved it. I loved the hook. I loved it. It had, I don't want to say a commercial appeal to it, but somewhat of a commercial appeal to it. The hook, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like when it came in, I loved it. I loved it because it will engage somebody who's not into lyricism. If you get what I'm saying.
Yo, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna just say this, like. Yo, bro, you know, Cortona, you and I, and you as well, Rick, we dropped, it's in as well, we've dropped projects this year, right? We've all dropped projects, very fire projects, bro. But I ain't gonna hold you, like, respectfully, I think Wep might have. I ain't gonna front, like,
it's going in that direction.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we all did amazing work this year, but it's something about this project that
it's different.
This is my opinion. Like, I think, and
respect your opinion, bro.
And I'm just glad that he's a ally of mine.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's very well put together. Like I'm to be honest with you, this is no bullshit. Like this and the This Is the Place project, right?
Yes.
But it's so crazy because as
they're
band,
very different.
Like they're so different, and there's just a flavor on this one that's it's I don't know. I can't figure it out. Like it's like Tyson and Ali in their prime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know how I see it though. It's like all three of us, right? All three of our albums that we dropped this year. I feel like we're all masters in our own right.
Don't put me in that.
No. I'm putting you in the four finger ring too. So I'm saying like I think we're all masters of our own in our own right. So it's like we're trying to evolve as artists to be as best as we can. And I think
I ain't gonna hold
point,
you. Yo, Web, I'm gonna keep it 500 with you. Listening to the Cortona P and Mike Titan album, listening to your album, yo, bro, real talk, I want to tuck my chain in, bro.
Nah, not like that, bro.
No, not on no bad. Listen, not no bad shit. Yo, it's the hip hop in me, bro. Like you know,
bro.
I love it.
Trust and believe.
It's a respect thing.
You seeing us in our project is how we seeing you in your project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
That's
why we follow the general. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we doing this. You the general. You know what I'm saying? And you made a statement with four finger ring. Let me say what I'm. Let me state my piece.
Yeah.
4-finger ring too, nigga. You did your motherfucking thing.
Yes.
So don't take nothing away from that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You will be in the album of the year contenders. We know
Absolutely.
that for a motherfucking
Let me
fact.
tell you something, yo.
So, yeah, Rip.
I listened to that 6-man album again the other day. Both of them, right? Now come on, them motherfuckers are serious too, man.
Yeah.
I'm on a joint. Tony, you want to join on that album?
Yeah.
He on 2.
Yeah, I'm on 2 joints.
Yeah, he on 2. He on 2. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm just glad that I fucks with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Question,
I'm not on the other end of the pen with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
No question.
I've been lackadaisical this year. I ain't really did too much, but
you got a lot going on, bro.
Inspiration to me, like when an MC make another MC right while he listening. You know what I'm saying? That's to me. You saying something. If you make me pick up my pen, and be like, God damn, like. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like that's the type of shit that I like.
Yeah.
That's what I look for. Like,
And that's the dope. That's the dope part about the whole. Not, you too included, Rick, because you already know how I feel about you as an MC. But when, like, speaking on the 6-man collective, I feel like everybody is so dope in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's doing, and everybody's doing it differently. Like look at Mo Ruckus and what he dropped this year. You know what I'm saying? Like every time this is the mistake that we tend to make as human beings because we're imperfect. You know what I'm saying? So every time we hear something new, it always sounds better than the last shit we heard. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we do. And you know what?
Fire.
I look at it like this. I'm just happy to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that the train is moving the way it's moving, and everything that's dropping is top tier after top tier after top, and only sounding better and better and better, bro. Like that's just to show you what the future holds. You know, what I'm saying?
it's like being on a good sports team. You know what I mean? We push each other to be doper too. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yo, I'm just happy. Like listening to it, because I've heard the album, of course, but like listening to it, like in this set with all of us chilling, like you gotta remember, like that's a lost art. Like back in the days, niggas used to be around these people who's playing the shit and everybody vibe out, smoking, chilling. That's a lost art. So it just hits a little different. You know what I mean? And he's right there, and you know. Like, bro, like I ain't going front. I'm ready going box right now.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired by a couple of things on this project, but I'm gonna have a personal conversation with Weapon eventually, privately, and I'm gonna ask him questions as an MC out of my inspiration from what I'm hearing right now. Questions that I have, you know what I'm saying, and only questions that I have to make myself greater as an artist. You understand what I mean? That's as honest as I could be as an MC. Because if my motherfuckers around me ain't inspiring me to be better, then I don't want them around me.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Good job, sir.
That's facts. That's a fact.
Thank you, yo.
Good job. Definitely good job. Definitely
appreciate y'all.
Contribute to the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a not.
I'm excited for you to hear. I'm excited for you to hear this next joint, though. Real.
Yeah, no question. We're about to get right into it.
Last 3.
You want to name the titles?
Well, we got Mind of Musashi.
Yep.
Okay.
And I got The Void and Gone Ryu Island.
And The Void is featuring?
Oh, The Void is featuring Wordsworth and my boy Hayes.
You remember Wordsworth, right? Supremacy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, what an honor to have him on the track too. It's crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. It's so the Mind of Musashi, The Void featuring Wordsworth and Hayes, and then Gone Ryu Island to close it out.
If I can ask, Hayes is from Mass also?
Hayes is from Mass. I grew up with him actually. We're in the same school growing up.
Yeah.
He's worked with SD Knack and like that whole crew a long time ago. Like he was doing shit in high school. He was one of those dudes that was teaching me how to dig for records, and like I was learning from him as a lyricist. Like he's incredible. When I was a kid, when I was just a little kid, you know what I mean?
I was going to ask you, because in that particular song, there's a line that he says, we're going to hear it in a minute, but there's a line where he says that he has a lot of music like hidden in the stash, right? And that
he was on a hiatus. Like basically, I took him out of hiding because like you know I feel like he's so dope. Like he's one of those dudes. Like we all have those dudes in our lives that like know if they kept on making music, that'd be incredible as well. Well, he took like probably 5 years off of making albums, and this is the first verse he recorded in 5 years.
It was dope that you let him anchor the track, you know what I'm saying? Like be the third, because you know usually the third man on the track gotta come, super, super duper hard, and he fucking came legit on this track. Like he really did. Like,
and it's very he's
I'm
very
excited now to
reflective
hear
on
it.
this track about why he stopped as well. So it's dope. It's dope to see that insight.
Dope, and props to you on that track, that Caves track that you anchored to, that you was the third man on that track. You murdered that shit. That's the way you fucking shut down the track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I'm saving all my shit till the end because I got a bunch of stuff in my head right now. So
no doubt,
I'm loving it, man. So far, I am. I'm loving this.
Let's get it. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Last three. Ready? Peace.
Let's go. Peace.
Yeah. Throw slugs if we have to. Without a shadow, another stray hits the child. You hear the devil cackle. No guards last to catch you. I'm at you. Smoke the competition. This capitals turn campuses stretch you for capital. Dawn like Castro, cigarlet looking natural. Thumbing these cash rolls. Cast off foes, posing as brothers. All my customers. Careful who you keep inside your circumference. And vulnerable line for line quotables. Knowing your girl, loving this notable author, Harvard and essence. Smarter with less effort, leveling shit. Heavy-handed, headed in the clouds. Mind expansion on moon rocks. Eagles landed, crew disbanded, beginning new vibes enhancing. You can find the Earth's champion, land because power don't fade. Legends vouch for the sharper blade, certain dooms. Try to gauge the moves that I make. Just feel the safe, let's say your fate. They say it sells the basis of life, try to sell you some faith. Inside my mind, the game's mine. You heard me rhyme, you know I taught you something. It's all in the grand design, I'm steady constructed. Can't nobody fuck with the style that I brung in. The sword's the soul of a samurai. Say goodbye from out the sheath I'm cutting. It's all in the grand design, I'm steady constructed. Can't nobody fuck with the style. 100 steps ahead, every album I up the bread. Don't sleep like you ski through heavy powder, the pen's a powder keg. Up an edge by the bout it, just stand us down to the simple shit I said. Glossing over this glory, me the warrior's end. All chest, all in the mind, was a dime on my bed. Always get the money and what we grinding for them. Protect my energy now that they know I'm him. No alternate identity, motherfucker, this everything I am. Stand the test of time, build a shrine when I scram. Band together with brothers, combining styles and patterns like Dapper Dan. Is you born for is you lamb? Will I sell my soul to push a sacrificial lamb? But life's a gamble, Mike Vick in the scramble. Flagging off the handle, nothing I can't do. This industry can't stand you. One day this shit I'm writing gon' get me canceled. If I fly to your city, I trample, making examples. Can't hold a candle, a red loop, and y'all some overused samples. Inside my mind, the game's mine. You heard me rhyme, you know I taught you something. It's all in the grand design, I'm steady constructed. Can't nobody fuck with the style that I brung in. The sword's the soul of a samurai. Say goodbye from out the sheath I'm cutting. It's all in the grand design, I'm steady constructed. Can't nobody fuck with the style. Breaking necks, head live, but it's snatch baguettes. Passages is something sacred seen through certain optics. Place your bet on finished products. That's still trying to process. I ride with a shooter like Delphonics. Words is melting like psychedelics. I'm way beyond this astral plane. Taking off kids, I'm breaking off ribs like God did. Making bitches out you boss, man. No crossing him, the cost to win way out your price range. You're all within aim. We found supper, son, I'm watching them waiting to wings. My flight path changed. Blowing out brains. change to uplift for gains against the grain and the ropes. Yo, this is a toast to those who go to great lengths to destroy my hope. Forever dope, the end result never soap. Thoughts of silk, y'all give me more reason to gloat amongst the filth in this land of honey get milk. Flows water, some my flowers never wilt.
Chamberlain, 100 points scoring any game that I'm aiming in. Jokes aside, I override the coach, tell him I'm staying in. My name begins with W, of course I win. Women flawless thin, soft as skin. I taught to swim at resorts I'm in. Walking in studios, the verse done. At home I work from exclusive hats and shirts done. That sold out the first run. I heard from people that I'm their favorite artist. Before they grab their phone and take from charge and play my song before they did get started. I could buy a pair of Nikes for nickels, wear them twice at Coachella and have reseller sites. Hike the price for triple. Nice to when the lighters fizzle. Winter icicles. Summer addicts at the gas stations on bicycles. Beer cans crushed, we hear hands up. Then we're handcuffs or in the grave and the name brand tucks. Covered in soil. Friends loyal you thought was spent for you. Stole the jewelry and gems on you, thin as 10 for you.
Yo, my presence is felt like the texture on this YSL. I rock it with the gold links I forged from Orion's belt. Sometimes it felt like I fell from out the cosmos. Somehow propelled myself from out this hell that's full of lost souls. It's a long road from open stoves to heat these houses. I mean apartments, the state-of-the-art TVs and couches. The artistry's the outlet that I use. Paint my poetry with hues darker than the most tortured Delta blues. The fuse was lit, explosion never came. After years of lacking accolades, I made my exit out this game. My drive was rerouted. After seeing every lane inside the scene was overcrowded, I decided I'd bow out it. Shit, every time I'd write, I'd set that bar high. But it felt like that person inside of me creating all this art died. Got another 4 albums on hard drives. Only me and the closest homies ever hear them on these car rides. Your favorite rappers still get hog-tied and slaughtered with nothing but these throwaway rhymes that I author. Pardon, dog, it's been so long since I sparred inside the field. Shit, all my old battle wounds and scars have finally healed. Now I'm back to war, I draw the sword to sharpen steel. Just my aura make entire armies kneel to drop their shields. Pulled off that copper field, disappear and act, I'm back. Cause I'm a vessel with prodigy spirit when I rap.
Weapon ESP, Tim Berry. Try this. Yeah. No snow inside my optimal reflection of a pot of gold in my opticals. Third eye monocle, last fold, spoken code specifically. Cop won't know rap, so lax, hold on plans of the box, each roll, no Pyrex though, create the mold. Brace the cold, Willie Mays over your head, catch the sun. Love is gold, butter flows, drag you under undertow. If you disclose, racist undertone, slump you and whoever, whatever zone, broken Rosetta Stone, lexicon, light the cone, barely known, ego grown, organic. Story ain't the same old, got the game song from must say so. Set a stand that goes beyond gold. Sun unbranded, posted every canvas I floated on. How they noted on, called the young calm. Go this on emotion, it's a barn of devotion, up in arms. Ready to toast, I'm red dawn, get you dumped, the ocean's gone. No floating off the potent, meet Jamaica with open arms. You can quote him, Michael Dose when I wrote it, son. Quit your dozing, chosen, see it all in coding. It's a golden child, snotty nosing. No one else throwing they lotion. Many forms of hoeing, walls is closing in. Knowing no one colder than clones with no souls opposing him. No Jen Grand wishes, still soldiering. Spill emotion on wax, Brian and Coben. Supposed to win. Thing I never lack is soul to masterful. Go toe to toe with any foe. You was there for me when at my lows. You take your flight when I catapult. You was there for me when at my lows. You take your flight when I catapult. One thing I never lack is soul to masterful. Go toe to toe with any foe. You was there for me when at my lows. You take your flight when I catapult. You was there for me when at my lows. You take your flight when I catapult. Yeah. Verse tripping, this when I'm truly existing. My biggest battle with the force of my nature, escapism. On condition I wrote, language broke, Every quarter lifeline, stay afloat arisen. Made an oath, what as it goes, so more soul than holler notes. I'm getting distance on myself from yesterday to Yada. Fly with her, telling my son to go away to let the smoke emote. Was in my own way, wasn't proud of subduing my powers. Now I pray, don't remember that coward. Shower my people with love to my final hour. Ain't no blocking our shine, I won't allow you. Stop repeating that loop, bent to the power of truth. Treat my path like nostalgia back then. Couldn't see without a mountain. Now this type of hunger make bears come down from the mountains. My ears like my fountain, the youth words resounding. Now move, nobody care if you high, if you ain't grounded. Lie to myself for rerouting. Glorify what you be mortified by, but wasn't about it. Only borderline fly. Catch my light immortalized in the sky. Self-reflection, seeing God in my eyes. One thing I never lack is soul. The masterful, go toe to toe with any foe. You was there for me when at my lows. You taking flight when I catapult. You was there for me when at my lows. You taking flight when I catapult. One thing I never lack is soul. The masterful, go toe to toe with any foe. You was there for me when at my lows. You taking flight when I catapult. You was there for me when at my lows. You taking flight when I catapult.
Yeah.
Back. Loved it.
Me too, man. All right. That last track, very, very heartfelt to me, right? I loved the track.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, if that wasn't really drumless either, I heard a little tap here and there.
Okay.
You were saying a whole bunch of shit. Like you were really talking about something that was very personal and near and dear to you, right? My question was like, just so who or what was that about specifically? Because I want to hear from you, because I feel like I think I heard certain things that like would lead me to it being about a certain person or a certain group of people, right? But I wanted to ask you personally.
No, yo, the crazy thing about that song is like, it's really weird, man. The concept it's actually a concept song in a way that it's like hard to explain, because like I wrote that first verse, and you could tell that first verse is way different than the second verse.
Yeah.
The first verse is like fast and scattered and like kind of all over the place, like definitely different than anything I've ever written. And I wrote that shit when I was tripping on mushrooms, like straight up. Like I wrote that shit when I was microdosing, when I took too much.
Yep.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like write some crazy shit. And it just came out how it came out, and I recorded it, and I had that verse for like a really long time, just recorded as that one verse. And like I showed some people, and they're like, I don't know, man, like a little too much. Like they like, you're going too fast in certain spots. It's a little weird for me. And I was like, you know what? Like I'm still gonna keep that shit. I'm gonna keep it.
Did you write it to that beat? You wrote it to that beat?
I wrote it to that beat, and I wrote that like a year ago, and I recorded it, and it was like, some people were like, it's too weird. Some people were like, I love it. It's different. I love that you're experimenting. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest. It like the whole album is my least favorite verse. Like not because of what you're saying, but because I've never been a fan of that type of rapping. Like when the scattered fast rapping. So but when it goes into the second verse is when it grabs me back again. You know what I mean?
So the cool thing about the second verse, right, is that I wrote that like completely sober. Like I stopped smoking weed. I was really having an issue where like my son will come around, I'll be smoking, and I'll be like, go inside. And like I was like struggling with like motivation, and I just like and Seed knows. I talked to Seed about this. Like I just like got really into like working out and changed my life and changed my ways. And when I wrote that verse, I was in a totally different mind state and was more reflective about how I was and how I wanted to change. The second verse is completely different, and I came up with the chorus as well and the second verse a whole year later. You know what I mean? And it really rounded the track out because like the first verse, if I just released that as a first verse, like you said, it was your least favorite one. But it was like that could have been dangerous for me to put that on the album that was this complete. Yeah. But after writing the second verse and the chorus, it like really rounded the track out.
It really did. It gave it a different feel. It made me like I was detached for a second, and then it brought me back. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So it was really like
I was just gonna say, I just chewed 2 grams of mushrooms about 40 minutes ago.
Jesus Christ!
I was enjoying
Hey, you on Hennessy and mushrooms? What the fuck you doing over there?
Yo, Mike Tyson fighting.
You ain't even gonna see the Mike Tyson fight. You about to be knocked the fuck out.
The fucking saboteur.
Try that shit one day.
Not me, son. 2 grams, son. I'm seeing colors right now, son. Shit. It looks like Mike Tyson sitting on my lap. Right
oh, come on, man.
So that, to be honest with you, that first verse was real experimental for me, though. And I've never done anything like that. And like, I think that there is some people that really fuck with it. And they're like, I love how you experimented with that. I definitely said some shit in that verse. So even though it is different, I said a lot of shit in that verse.
Yeah. I definitely caught a bunch of lines, but it was just so much and coming at me at one time that I was like, this is not what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like listening wise, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember RZA used to do shit like that sometimes back in the days too, where it used to be kind of scattered and all over the place, and I never really liked it. But when I like in pocket joints, you know what I'm saying? And
no doubt.
And you was in the second verse, you brought it right back to the pocket. So.
But see, I was listening to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Right? And that was what my question was like. Was that verse about someone in particular? Like it sounded to me like it was like about someone in your life that you know, like that you.
Well, really, you mean like the chorus and shit? What I'm saying in the chorus?
I'm talking
about the verse in general.
Yeah, like it sounded like
the first verse.
Yeah, like you were like spilling your guts about like, you know.
It's a lot of different things, man. I've had people, you know, betray me and in my former group and stuff like that. There was this one dude, I'm not gonna get into it too deep, but definitely betrayed me, stole money from me, tried to like, you know, do some terrible shit to my family. And you know, it fucked up a relationship that I had with one of my best friends for like, you know, since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
So that definitely, there was definitely some talk of that. It's more about like in the chorus tying in, like if there's people that are with you when you're going through the worst times, you know what I mean? They're gonna be with you when you
right
to your best times. You know what I mean? And that's like mostly it's my family, it's people with family and extended family, through friends and shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I kind of like the first verse that I was trying to figure out. Like, all right, what happened? Who was it? That's why I said who or what. I wrote that.
There's definitely a lot of this on this whole album. There's a lot of talk of like betrayal and like making sure you can trust people that are around you because you never really know what their actual, you know, motives are.
Right.
And sometimes they have way different motives. Even that they right in front of your face, they could be saying something, but their motives are way different. You know.
Right.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
But I feel like that last like I was, like I said when you called me, well, when you and I called me out, but when you and I were talking at the beginning when you said drumless beats because you caught it on the last interview.
Yeah.
Which, thank you, brother, that you watched the video or listened to the show. I appreciate you, man. I like when there's that beat that doesn't have that hard percussion, right? And I'm like, now I'm hyper focused in on, all right, what are you saying? What's the MC saying? That's why I was like, I was listening to everything that was coming. I was trying to catch like, I wrote this down too. I have to go back and listen to this multiple times because there's stuff I know I missed. I caught certain bars here and there, but I wanna go back and revisit it by myself, like driving to work in the morning when I can like really.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm the type of dude when I write, I don't always write a concept song, like overall concept song, but I'll say so many different concepts within a verse that you can touch on. Like it's like, and my boy SD Knack actually is the person that told me that. He's like, I don't write concept songs. He's like, I write concepts within my song, like all different types of concepts within my verses. that people can touch upon. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much that one is. But there's an overall vibe to it and feel to it. But there's so much shit I'm saying and talking about within that, especially that first verse. And then the second one's more reflective of how I've changed my ways and like what I'm doing things for, like my son and like how I can like, you know what I mean? Like
I think now knowing that I'll go back and listen to it with a different ear. Especially, I caught the line when you said the microdosing and all that shit that you wrote this with microdosing. So I'm like, all right. Then when I heard that part, I'm like, I need to go back and listen to because this might be some other crazy shit that I really got to catch. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go back. I'll go back and listen to it with a different ear now. Being the first verse is you microdosing, and then the second verse is you completely clean and sober.
Yeah,
so
my
I can see
first
the
line in the
concept.
second verse, I say first verse tripping is one of truly existed. Like that's the first line of my second verse. So it's really talking about like the difference of how, and you can hear the difference in just the way I'm rhyming as well. It's just like it showcases that difference as well. So
Are you sober now, or do you still like dabble?
no, I haven't. I'm almost at 3 months not smoking. So it's a different. I got a different brain going on right now than I've ever had. Like I'm sharper, but like there's things I miss about it. I'm not gonna lie, like creative wise and shit. Like I was like you, Katona. I was smoking every single day, like tons. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was to the point where it was affecting my family, and I can't. Like I think about it sometimes now, and I'm like, I want to smoke. Like I want to smoke before I watch this fight. You know what I mean? Like I want to smoke so bad, but I just know if I do it once, it's like I'm not that I'm an addict, but it's like I know I'm gonna want to do it before I do everything. And that's just that's how I am, and I know I want to do it before I watch this movie. I want to do it before I fucking do anything.
I do it before I go to work. You know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, and I gotta like I just know myself. Where I think I'm a better person right now when I'm not doing it personally.
Yeah,
and that's
I
not everyone.
ask, how is it when it comes to your memorization, when it comes to like performing? Do you feel like you've never had a problem with that, or do you feel like you have more clarity now?
I think I got more clarity now. I think I'm a little more like paranoid about it now. Like when I'm clear minded, but I think I perform way better breath control. Like my breath control is like 10,000. I can like I don't have to like even think about breath control anymore. It's natural, you know what I mean? And
got you.
And plus I started working out, and now instead of going out to smoke like 3 joints in a row, I'll do some push-ups, or I'll go to the gym and run on a treadmill or fucking lift a lot and like see progress in that sense, which helps the the self-esteem and all that shit as well. You know what I mean? It's like you find better. In my opinion, I find better things to do to build myself as a person up instead of smoking. That's just me, though.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. I like to hear it too, because sometimes you need to hear that to inspire you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a quick question though. Like the Wordsworth record, right? So when you do songs with artists that you like might consider to be like bucket list features or stuff like that, right? Do you feel a certain pressure when you're on records with them, or is it just like easy to just jump in? You know what I mean?
No, for me, it's like I had that verse recorded for a while, and I knew he was gonna come up with some crazy shit, and he did. His verse is ridiculous, but it's like for me, it's like that was me. That's who I am on that track. So it's like I'm not gonna try to outdo myself. It's like I knew what I said is what I wanted to say on that track, so I wasn't gonna like overthink it. You know what I mean? And I was happy for him to come through with a crazy verse. Like that's what I want. I want the best product for the song, and I don't really care. Someone's like, "Yo, where's bodied everyone in that song?" Like the song came out great, and that's what I cared about. You know what I mean? And that's like it's like to the point where I'm not worried about outbarring someone right now. And like I'm a competitive MC. Don't get me wrong, but like it's more like I'm just happy to be like you said, comfortable. I sound comfortable, and I feel like I'm who I am on the track, and I'm okay with that. You know
yeah,
I mean?
it should be about the best music. It should be about the best making the best song. You know what I'm saying? Like it should everybody's competitive when it comes to this lyricism shit. You know what I'm saying? But it should be about making the best quality music together. If we're gonna make a track together, then let's make the best shit that we can make together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, but I mean, I'm not. This has no. This is my own observation, not of the album, but of what Seed and everyone's talking about right now. Is like Rip and I we actually Rip Rip and I were just talking before everyone got on about a track came on, and there was a you know, a bigger MC from back in the day on the track, and we were like, oh, is it a leased track or not? We didn't know, right? And then we were like, I've heard lots of songs, man, where like someone has someone on that they already know. Like, we already know they're established. They spit every time they get on the mic, and it's almost like they don't bring their full shit to the table, right? They're like, I'll just let this motherfucker carry the track, and that's what's gonna sell my track, or that's what's gonna get me follows. I don't feel like that at all with what you just did. Like, your entire project was dope from front to back. I got lots of shit I gotta say, like, thoughts about it. It was like, for me, it was a lot different than everything that I hear on a consistent basis, right? And I enjoyed that thoroughly. I just text all the guys. I'm like, yo, our other guy that's on the show, B Nuts, he would have loved this album, because the sample, the everything, the beat selections, all, he would have been like in heaven. I mean, it's like up his alley. Seed, you know that. You know, B would have been like, holy shit, man, these beats. The bars were, I mean, like I said, I've listened to you for years, man. I know where you're at, tier wise with the bars. But that track specifically that we're talking about with Wordsworth was like, you know, I expected him to bring it, right? You know what I'm saying? But nobody outshined anyone on that. Like, everyone was, you know, you guys were all equal, which was,
it was
how I
complimentary.
like a track should be when you do that. And
I appreciate that.
I love the difference in the vocal tones throughout the three verses. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the whole I was drawing pictures over here, man. I got a little triangle. Oh, you can't see it. I liked how the album like had a crescendo, and then it kind of went down, and that last track, like, that grabbed me too, because I was listening to more what you had to say than the beat. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like real heavy on trying to talk about that when we came out of the break.
I feel like that was the right vibe for the end of the album. I feel like it was like a bittersweet ending. You know what I mean? And it was like the last verse especially is like me talking about like reaching this higher version of myself. And that's what Gone Radio Island was, is when he killed that dude. He's like him reaching that like enlightenment, and that's what that whole last verse is about. So I feel like it perfectly ended it for that, you know.
It ended the closing credits to the story.
Yeah, I had that written down too, because I was like, I like how you related. Like, that's why I kind of asked you at the beginning. I explained for dummies like me what the album, the name means, and everything else.
Yeah.
But I like how you brought the whole story. You incorporated that into your album, and I know Cinematic loves it because that is what that is his namesake.
That's what
like, he tries to make this shit. He makes an album. He tries to make it like a fucking movie. So he trying to bring everything together. And
well done, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Do you think we'll see a sequel?
How it was put together.
Like a movie, do you think we'll see a sequel? This is definitely sequel worthy.
Nah, because bro already did what he did. Like, he already killed homeboy on the island. Like, now we got to move on to the next.
Heavy is the head that wear the crown now.
So this is actually the second. This is the second album I've done with Tim Berry. So my first album was called Tarantino Rodriguez. It was an EP, and it was all based off of different movies from Quentin Tarantino, and Robert Rodriguez did together. So this is like the style that we do, though. You know what I mean? Like, we're very deep into the concept. It's loose concepts, but you can tell that we tap into like concept itself, you know. And I think we'll definitely do another one, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to be Kensei based. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a samurai story next time, but we seem to find out what we're going for eventually, you know, while we start building. It's usually something we're really interested in, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was real interested. He didn't really know much about Musashi going into this, but I was the one that put him onto it, you know what I mean? And the last one was Tarantino Rodriguez. We're both like huge into both those directors' films, so that worked out perfect. But the next one, who knows what it holds, you know? But we're definitely going to work together. Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys got great chemistry, man. Definitely.
I feel like, you know, like you talked about. Sorry, Rip. Go ahead, brother.
Oh nah, I was just saying it's a dope project. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
Thank
feel
you,
like,
man.
you know, you talked about, not here, but in that other interview or another interview I watched about your Marvel type of stuff. Like, get into that, man. Like, I think that would be cool as shit if you started going through like that kind of, like, not one whole movie or one character, but just different elements of, you know,
Yeah, I've already done that. See, I've already done that though. To be honest with you, I did that with like some of my older albums. My first album ever was called Weapon of Mass Production, and it was all about like my name was based off of Weapon X, which
Yeah.
is Wolverine character and shit.
Yeah.
And I did Savage Land. If you look on the Savage Land covers, it's me as like with Weapon X helmet on and shit like that. So like, there's tons of, if you want to listen to me talking about superhero shit, Savage Land and Savage Land 2 is definitely, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not talking about you talking about that specifically. What I'm like in my, just bear with me. I'm just
yeah.
My brain's just kind of going a million miles a minute right now. Like, I don't know, like finding some sort of like samples from some of the shit that they, you know, like beat wise. I don't think you got to necessarily talk about. Bro, Wolverine is one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a big comic dude when I was a kid, but as I got older, I love the whole Marvel everything, the universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I think like some shit, like keeping your bars what you like, your focus of what you're rhyming about in a certain direction, but using something beat wide, cinematic. You follow me here? Like using something.
Yeah, I got you. You just ready for the follow up and language.
Yeah, like I'm like thinking of your next 5 albums. Like I'm like I love this project. I did, and these guys know this is like something so much different than what I would typically.
Yeah. So my whole thing is like my next shit has to be an evolution of this, in my opinion. Like I have to, whatever I can do to improve as an MC. I was talking to Seed about this recently. Like, how can I like best this, but in the best way possible without trying to force it? You know what I mean? Like, how can I grow from this project to give the world the best version of me beyond this? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it might have to do with production. It might have to do with even producer, like somehow finding production that fits me even more. I don't know how it's gonna be tough because I really love this production. This really is what I love. But like,
I feel like what you said earlier though, like you hit a lot of this, like the last track. I'm just gonna go back to that one. How you said like the first verse you were doing the micro dosing, and then you were like had this moment of clarity and moved in a different direction. I feel like that's almost your foreshadowing into your next project. Like I feel just based on that last track, what we just talked about, like you're like, nah, I'm at this point right now in my life where I can like, I'm clearer, I'm thinking differently, I'm doing different shit. I feel like you already kind of set it up for the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what, too? That's one of the dope things about him is that he sees that he wants to go to the next level. And Web, this is the thing with that. And from me to you, bro, the fact that you want it, you'll get there.
Exactly.
Like you said, without forcing it. So how this happens is just keep working. It's gonna happen naturally. You already want that. So what I mean by that, stay in the box, recording. You could be recording shit you might not even necessarily put out. But just being in there working and creating and trying different shit.
Consistent.
And then you put out the shit that lines up with where you want to go. But you don't have to put out everything that you do. You could just be working, just in the gym, putting that bar. You know what I mean? Like,
shit, he said that verse, he was holding it for like a year, so we already know he doing that already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See. So you know, and then it's gonna happen gradually because you want it to. Nobody's forcing that.
So you know what the crazy thing is like the crazy thing is I have a lot of songs right now in the cut. It's just that they're dope songs. It's like I just don't know if they're like the vibe of is as good as what I want to put out, like what I just put out. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird because they're really good, and the public will fuck with them. It's just like, but I don't know if it's like me right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know if you
Mm.
guys ever go through that shit where you're like, you
Yo,
feel
you know
like
what you
you
could do with those? With those, you mixtape those. You EP
yeah,
those. You
EP
throw
them.
those out like lost
yeah, yeah,
features and
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you do
Like I
shit
care
like
so
that.
much about my LPs meaning something like from legacy
Right,
wise. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to
right,
like take a step backwards in my like evolution of an
right.
MC, but then have
But
other
it's
people
all
be
in
like,
how you
damn, I fuck with
market it.
that. You know what I mean? Like,
It's all in how you
Branded as
market it
old
to the
music.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Market as
If you
old
Look
market
at
it
it
music.
to
as
the
just look
people
at it
like,
as a
yo, this
prequel.
yeah, like these
yeah,
is
yeah,
just from
yeah.
the vault. These are from the vault.
Exactly.
And we
Exactly.
putting
But you
out,
know
you
what?
know what I'm saying?
With all due respect, we talking about the future, but I'm more focused right now on the now. This just dropped, you know what I'm saying? So let's
Mm.
this album right
Yeah, I
now is
hope
the
the
vibe.
listeners
This is what we
appreciated what they
fucking with
just
right
heard.
now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm gonna keep promoting the fuck out of this.
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
honest with you,
like
I'm not gonna
we
stop, yo.
I was gonna say that in a second. Like we make the mistake. Like sometimes we complain about that shit, but we make the mistake of giving albums a very short lifespan
Yeah,
because
I'm not trying to
we
do
we,
that.
we drop an album and then everybody's talking about what's the next, what's the next. The next
Yeah,
will come when the next comes. You know what I'm saying? Like
no
and
doubt, no doubt.
it'll
Shit
be
from
better than
January.
this one. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll slow cook it and he'll give it the care that it needs to make it even better than this one. So
Agreed.
like and whatever time frame that is, whatever he decides, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so like I just, we as MCs hate the fact that we put out that we work so hard on the project sometimes for like a whole entire year and we drop it and we have a 2 week lifespan. You know what I'm saying? So
no,
if
I
if
can't be like that with this. I can't do that with
exactly.
this one. I
Nah,
can't.
none of us should allow it. We dropped good projects this year that we should not allow
Right.
to just die in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So keep pushing it to the DJs. Rock City Radio, we got a whole family of DJs in here besides just our team. We got Young
Right.
Amsterdam, we got Tony Rochester, we got Cut Supreme, we
Throughout
got
the
a
world.
bunch of DJs. So keep sending your music to all the DJs, you know what I'm saying? And whatever you send here is definitely gonna get, moved around through the whole system, you know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate y'all
Yeah.
for
yeah,
real.
of course, my guy. I already said anything that I could do personally to help out the cause, the 6 man cause. I'm gonna do everything in my power. I told Supremacy this is important to me. I wanted to get you on here. I wanted you to have this light. I wanted you to. I told because Supremacy wasn't too aware. He knew some of your music, but he wasn't too
Yeah,
aware. So I was like, yo, he's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you heard of him before, and then he was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard of him before. I heard some music before. But the fact that we were able to give you this time for you to be able to showcase this album, which is right now. I hate using the word classic because it just dropped, but I feel that it's a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a statement, not only for 6 men, but for you as an MC. Weapon ESP dropped a fucking bomb, and everybody needs to
Fucking
go
come.
out there and support that shit, pump that shit, share that shit, post it on your pages, especially if you team. Do what the fuck you got to do. Let's do this work. You know what I'm saying? And
appreciate you, brother.
if you outside the team and you're a fan of the music, let that shit be known. If you feel that Kensei is an album contender for album of the year, let that shit be known.
Yep.
Post the fucking artwork. Let people know how dope this fucking album is. That shit don't cost nothing. So
Right.
Get off that
you
corny
out there
shit out there.
listening, if you out there listening and you heard this listening party and you thought this album was a dope ass project, go out there and support it. It's not gonna break your bank. And if you could go out there and make people aware of it, do so.
Agreed.
I appreciate you
Can't
on that one,
reiterate
man.
that
That was
shit
a good way to
enough.
say it. Good way to put it, yo. For real.
No doubt,
Well
no
said.
doubt.
Well said.
I
Well
know you
said.
sent me the album, so I definitely will be putting them joints on my show.
Yeah, Rip got a show too every
Word.
Tuesday night at
I
nine
definitely got
o'clock. He got the shootout, right? What's it called?
Look,
The
Rip
Rip Torn shootout
Yeah.
every Tuesday at 9 p.m. on Rock City Radio.
Mm.
So is the album gonna be on streaming at all?
Yeah, actually, it could be any day now. We put it up on Tuesday, so it can take about a week sometimes, but it could be up tonight. I don't. It could be any day now. So it'll be on streaming. I wanted to give it a week on Bandcamp, get some love on Bandcamp first,
Yeah.
and then like I'm hoping it takes off on streaming too. You know what I mean? Like, just want more people to
These
hear it. The
streaming
more ears, the
platforms is
better.
promo. Mm-hmm.
I
And
just
then
want
videos. I haven't even done a video for this album yet, which is gonna give it further promo for sure. And actually, Wordsworth just made a comment on one of my posts today where he said he's gonna shoot a video for his part of that track. So that's gonna be great. You know what I mean? That's gonna be great to get a video for that. So
hell yeah, man.
I want to piggyback off what P said, man. I didn't mean to. I wasn't intending to be like, what's next? I'm because that's not. It's not what we do here. P knows that too.
Yeah. No question. I just wanted to make it clear. You know what I'm saying? Because as an MC, it's frustrating for us to work so hard on something like that, and for it to sound so dope, and then as listeners, as fans, we always want to hear more and more and more. But like we have to go back to the mentality that we had in the 90s and the 2000s where we actually had an album and we couldn't get somebody else's album tomorrow. We had to wait a couple of months before albums came out. So just take the album in. You know what I'm saying? There's so many gems on this album that I'm sure that we heard it tonight and you see how much you loved it tonight. Imagine when you listen to it tomorrow and the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna hear more and more shit. Like I told you before, I heard this shit 6 times before we even came on tonight. So I already knew what y'all was gonna be in for. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm still and everything. And when I hear it tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna hear more new shit in it because you know my ADHD don't allow me to fucking just like take it all in one shot. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to listen to it and little by little. You know what I mean?
And yo, honestly, the way I write is like hopefully for more replay value. You know what I mean? I want people to, like you said, catch some new shit every time they hear it.
And it's soulful shit, bro. It's soulful shit. So it's like you're gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? That and we were talking about that last week. How music has to have emotion, has to give emotion, and your music is doing that, bro. Like everything, the production, the way you went about it, your comfort level in your flow, everything, bro. It's top tier, B. Top tier.
And it caught me. Like you saw how I was then. I had 20 questions about the last track because right. But my point, though, what I want to get to, like, in Cinematic, and I have talked about this 100 times in the past. Like, I kind of go through the playlist that I have on the station, right, with him, and he's helped me kind of like I try to keep the newer stuff in rotation. Like I'm gonna put the whole album in the rotation of the station on a daily basis. So
I appreciate that, bro.
That's Seed knows this. I do this with his stuff. P, Rip, everybody that sends stuff in like that, and especially a whole album. Like I go through and I take I might take your skits out. I take the skits out typically, and then I'll just put the whole album on there because I do believe in what P's saying. I grew up in the 90s, man. Like born in 77. I'm an old motherfucker too. Like I appreciated it when we were younger, and like you constantly would hear those tracks because I mean I probably know hip-hop tracks better than I know shit at work or shit that I learned in school because like, you know, I could just recite them, you know what I'm saying? Like always. And I want that's the whole format of the station, is that we want that feeling back, you know what I mean? And I wrote this down too, Seed. You know, he said it's a lost art of listening, right? Like where you were sitting with your guys and that's why we brought this back too. Like, I don't know any other station in the history that would do a listening party online live.
Yeah, nah.
Sit through a whole project and listen to it from front to back and discuss it and everything else. It's just some shit like you would have done. Like I remember sitting with B and my guys, the rest of our crew that we had in high school, and like when the first Raekwon came out, when the Purple Tape came out, or when the first Wu came out, we're all sitting there like, someone got it, you open the plastic up, we popped it in, and we're like, yo, and then you hear the first track, and the second, we're like, oh my god, what the fuck is this shit? And then you just kept going, like Black Moon. I mean, I could just go through a million albums that I sat and listened to with my guys, where I was just like, and that's the feeling that I've always wanted to bring back when we started doing these. He had the greatest idea ever to do these, and I was like, the only thing I'm missing is that smell of the opening up the CD, the fresh brand new CD or tape.
Yo, I'll tell you what though, when we do the vinyl, because we're gonna do vinyl for this joint, I'll send you guys a copy.
Definitely.
I'll send you guys a copy at the station, all right?
I'll put it right back here, man, on the wall.
Appreciate it.
No doubt, yo. And the art's gonna be crazy on a vinyl too. I can't wait.
Nah, I love these the setting that we get to do with you guys, and like I get to sit and pick the MC's brain. Like this, Seed knows he's been in the hot seat like fucking 10 different times, and I'm just like, yo, tell me about this. Tell me why you did that. Why'd you say this? Why'd you pick this beat? P knows, Rip knows. Cinematic, I'm texting him every fucking day asking him questions about shit.
Like, this is the dopest shit I've ever done when I dropped an album. So I really appreciate you guys and your format that you got going. Honestly,
dope, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
Like we love the culture and the MCs and the producers. Like this is just something that, you know, I'm trying to, like, we're all these guys are the greatest, man. They help me. They push this out where we can like build. Like I want to build this underground where we're all collectively talking and working together, and like stuff's happening, and you know what I mean. Like I do. I love this shit. I do.
Can I
No.
Can I say just real quick? While this was going on, I made a decision. Right? And I want to share this decision with you guys. Nobody on the planet knows this.
Okay.
I'm going to drop this decision right now. You know, live. Exclusive. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I think we need to do everything we not in volume 3. Now that you know, we kind of solidify who our squad is, and I didn't want to do another compilation out because it was a headache doing the first 2. You know, but this one, I think it'll be kind of crazy. And then, you know, when I did the first 2, Weapon wasn't officially 6 Man, and neither was Cortona P. I think Cortona P, I think you came in, you had just came in when we did the second joint, Mean Something.
Yeah.
I think, like, if
it was it was after that. It was a little bit after that. It was the tail end of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
We were already talking about it, though. We were already talking about it.
Right. So now that we got the squad, a couple people are no longer with us. We got some that are still here. We got producers on. We got. I think we could do it. Yeah, you know. So, volume 3. Let's go.
I like
it. I think the cohesiveness of the group will be the best it's ever been too. Like I think it would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Produced by Cinematic.
Oh wow. Cinematic be like, you trying to drown me with work.
Yo, Megs and all the 6 Man producers will have a heart attack. They will be like,
no, I'm just playing. I said that. I said that last show.
Shout out all of them, man.
Like produced by Cinematic.
Shout out to all of them.
No, man.
Matter of fact, I got some Cinematic shit that came in my email the other day, so I'm about to murder one of your joints soon.
Yeah, nah, but I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna be looking for outside production for it too. Like it's not like it's
I ain't
just
nothing but a hollow away, bro. I ain't nothing but a
it
hollow
ain't
away.
just 6 Man producers and features from niggas.
I need
like
a feature.
too.
I want in.
It ain't just going like you feel me. Like that's what we doing. It's not just gonna be us. We're gonna you know. We're gonna so just like we did before with the first 2. Like you know what I mean. Like there was features on record. So, you know, here we go, part 3. And then that's it.
Let me get a feature. I want a feature, man. You get one? Can I get a feature? I'm not going to rhyme. I'm just going to talk some shit.
I think by
you say no.
I think by 2026. By 2026, I think Supremacy got a verse, man. Supremacy got a verse.
I think February 2025.
I have
an easy deal. You gonna write it and have him do it like each bar or each
Nah, he writes.
He does.
Supremacy can write.
I can, but I won't. I'm too old now.
Whatever. We older than you, and I'm still rapping. What is you talking about, man?
You've been rapping.
We all get better with age, though. We get
when I
better with
sound
age,
like
though.
this, man, that's when I'm gonna stop rapping.
Ripley.
Yeah.
See now, I
yo
that in.
Up tonight too, yo.
Oh shit.
Yo, that nigga Rip. Yo, Rip, I swear to God, you gotta be a comedian or something, though. Yo, did I tell you? Yo, do you know? You know about my roast on my 50th birthday coming up, right?
When
You
is
gotta
it, man?
know.
When is it?
It's in February, son. Like February 8th, like that week.
Oh, for your birthday. For your birthday.
And
okay.
where they doing
Like,
it?
just give me time. I'm
NYC?
there. Just
Yeah,
yo,
in the
lock me in.
town.
Lock me in for real. Don't forget.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I
I'll be
will
there for
forget.
it. I'll be there for it.
I'll be there.
Yo,
I can get there.
everybody's invited. Y'all come through.
Where?
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in Brooklyn, of course, or
I'll be in
Manhattan.
Brooklyn. I'm there.
We looking for the spot. We trying to lock it down.
Let me know.
Actually,
I'm a roast your relationship with Cuban Pete, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm bringing
Yo.
Cuban Pete. I'm buying Cuban Pete a plane ticket, son.
Yeah, dope.
We gonna bring him on
Yo,
stage.
Sid wants to chill with Cuban Pete. I know he does.
That's C homie. That's C homie.
Because you know why? Because you know why? I want everybody to bring their A game. Because you know why? When they get finished, I'm gonna respond to everybody. I'm gonna grab the corners mic.
Yo, if we bring Cuban Pete over there, it's over.
I'm writing this down right now.
He will roast you for like an hour.
Let's go. That'll be the greatest thing you ever saw. Because my reply is gonna be crazy.
With the crazy accent, yo. With the crazy accent.
And I don't drink, so I plan on
Got it written down.
Look, my birthday
you
is
plan
the
on
6th.
getting drunk? Forget it.
My birthday is the 6th, so we try and do it that weekend, like the 8th.
I'm coming.
So,
Facts. I'll be there.
man.
I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
Bro. Yo, Destroy for the Arsonist is hosting.
Oh, cool.
I want
to. Yo, that's my dog. You know that nigga is funny too, so he gonna be lighting me up all night, son. Like I go back with son. You know, so
Can we get like 5 minutes on stage with just the Rock City Radio guys?
Where who?
Just us. The Fab Five. Just us.
Hell no, y'all can't do it. Like we doing a panel. It's gonna be a panel. It's a panel up there like how they do it with the roast. So mostly it's gonna be people who really like grew up with me type shit, like sitting up there or whatever, right? Because they gonna know what to roast, like right. But people in the crowd and the audience is gonna be able to say they shits too. But there's gonna be a panel of people sitting up on the stage, right? And I'm gonna be sitting up on the stage with the panel. Destroy's gonna be hosting. Whoever say some shit in the crowd, whoever say some shit up that's sitting up on the stage or whatever, I'm gonna be like, all right, okay, like we hand picking the people that we put on. Like I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna be drunk. Be like, all right, yeah, nah, no doubt. I want to laugh till my stomach hurt. And then guess what? My turn. I'm going nuts. I'm grabbing the cordless mic. I'm walking through the crowd. I'm going crazy on some family reunion.
Hold on. Let me just back up. You don't think that we could get up there and roast you?
We already got it set up, bro. Like we can.
I just asked.
Listen, I'm not saying you can't, but what I'm saying is you gonna be in the audience. Say what you gotta say because they're gonna bring the mic over there to people to say shit that's in the audience. So y'all can say whatever you want to say. Fine, I'm gonna sit there and take. But there's gonna be a panel of people that's gonna be sitting there that got the little kid jokes, the stuff from me, like actual like fam that know me for the sandbox that can really go in type shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be sitting up there, and you know they gonna be like that's already like in the bit of that. But of course, there's people that I fuck with that you know they gonna be able to say their piece. Like say your piece. We want everybody to say their piece. I know I do. I want niggas to bring A game. Say what you got to say, baby. Everything that you've been wanting to say about the kid, say it to me. Say it to me.
You asked for it.
Yeah, I know it. Do I really gotta wait till his birthday to do that, or? All right.
Come on.
I
Yo,
got
because you know what? We come from that era where that's all we did. Like we sat on the stoop, smoked, got nothing. Like I'm not sensitive at all. Like I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. That's what we used to do. Like, you would think we hated each other how we did that shit. Rip, am I lying?
Nah, that's where my comedy come from, son.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit, bro. Bring it like the best, the most heinous shit. Like let's go.
Nah, we
You
ain't gonna be mean spirited.
Yeah, not like I don't mean like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I mean it all in fun, but funny.
That
Like
up
you
north
know,
talk is
funny.
different.
Yeah,
That up north talk,
Yeah.
you know, you gonna call it you motherfucker, like suck my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But we just, it's
yeah,
still like you say that to a foreigner, they be like, man, what the fuck, you ready to fight you? But I can talk to my peoples like that.
yeah. It's like, yo, B, like what you talking about? Be like, yo, son, what are those though? What you got on your feet though? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but we gonna wrap this listening party up. We appreciate everybody that came through and locked in with us. You know what I'm saying? That listened to the album with us. Hopefully you go out
Phenomenal.
there. Hopefully you go out there and support a phenomenal album.
Yeah.
Weapon ESB and Tim Berry. All right,
What does ESP mean? What does ESP mean?
I knew it, but
good question. Good question.
I did know.
MC Shane Prizzuti. That's what it means.
Oh, MC
So it's MC Shane Prizzuti. Yeah.
Dope.
And what's crazy is I didn't know that was you on Facebook, because I know we be communicating all the time, and I didn't know that was you.
Yeah.
That's me. Till tonight when you came on and that's what your name said, and when Supremacy was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "That's gotta be him." I know I know your government name, you know what I'm saying, on Facebook and shit. Especially on Cuban Pete's on Cuban Pete's comments.
Oh. Hey,
Weapon, you got
Pete is the villain on Facebook, man.
Yo, man.
He is.
Yeah, Cuban Pete's doing Cuban Pete. You got any links that you want to give the people so they can go out and shop for your music and how they can get in contact with you?
Best way is just Weapon ESP Bandcamp for shopping for my shit. You know what I mean? Or Instagram at Weapon ESP.
You got your whole catalog. You got your whole catalog on Bandcamp.
Not the whole catalog right now. I had an issue with actually I had a falling out with that dude I was talking about for my group before, where I had to take down some shit from Bandcamp because of money going missing.
Gotcha.
So I have to re-upload some albums, but I'm 9 albums deep right now, but I don't have them all up there right now.
Okay.
So I'll get them on there though. But if you guys want links to, I can hook you guys up with links to those albums if you want to check that shit out.
Yeah, definitely. Send whatever you can to Rock City.
I think a solo. I think that you guys should check out this more traditional boom bap. Like this had boom bap on it, but more traditional boom bap is my album Mr. Automatic that I dropped in 2021. That one is definitely got like banger after banger. You know what I'm saying?
You got videos on YouTube and everything?
I got mad videos on YouTube under Weapon ESP. And Savage Land, you guys need to check out the Savage Land albums if you haven't. Savage Land 1 or Savage Land 2. We also have an album called Juice Heads that me and Ghost of the Machine did as well, which is all baseball related. You know what I mean? That shit's crazy too.
The artwork on that Savage Land. Who did the artwork for that?
For which one?
For Juice Heads.
The same no, actually this dude Sean Langley did that. Guy named Sean Langley.
Really dope artwork on that project.
He did the first Savage Land. Sean Langley did the first Savage Land, and he did Juice Heads.
Yeah.
So you a Boston fan when it comes to baseball? You a Boston fan?
Yeah, that's my team. I'm weird. You know what's weird about me is because I play professional sports. I know how it is. Like as athletes, don't really like give a fuck as much as you would think about their own team.
Their own team, yeah.
They care about themselves, and they're talking to their agents after games, trying to figure out if they're going to be going somewhere next. You know what I mean? Like it's really, I saw it from that perspective. So like I was like, I was on the A's. I was like, I'm gonna rep the A's when I'm on the A's. You know what I mean? But like you see at the end of a game, like people don't really give a fuck that much about their own team. It's just like
Boston. Ha 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 ha. Fuck the
hey yo,
Celtics.
I'm honestly when it comes to basketball, I'm a Mavericks fan, which is really fucking weird. But I'm a
Yeah.
Dallas Mavericks fan. I fuck with Luka Doncic heavy, even though he's having a terrible year right now. That's my dude.
Yeah, but Kyrie and old boy holding it down though, and Clay, they doing their thing.
Yeah, but it's just like they're not clicking right now. They gotta figure it out, yo. Gotta figure it out.
Good. I'm a Knicks fan. It's Knicks against everybody, so that's how I rock.
See, I'm anything New York versus anybody.
Facts,
Okay.
me too.
Yo, they could come out with the Long Island fruit snacks with them. You know what I'm saying? With them. Yo,
so
it.
It's hard for me to hate on the Yankees because like I love the old school Yankees, like the old like Joe DiMaggio and fucking all like Lou Gehrig and all that shit. It's got great history. I always fuck with the Yankees in that sense. So it's hard for me to be like fuck the Yankees, even though I'm from the Boston area. Honestly, because I fuck with the history behind it. You know what I mean?
Prestigious franchise for sure.
Definitely.
Well, we appreciate you coming through for the show, you know what I'm saying, and doing the listening party. Coming up next, you got some stuff coming up next with Six Man, like we were speaking on the projects that C said he want to do, Volume 3. So we got that to look forward to. Plus, you got a lot of poly features that you've done also that'll be dropping soon. So
yeah. I got some features to record soon, and I got Seed who's gonna be curating my next album. So
yeah, me too.
That's a big deal.
One of
you know
my next ones, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm putting my trust in him. I think he knows what I need to do. I think it's gonna be crazy. So
well, hopefully I could be on yours, and hopefully you could be on mine. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We gotta get working soon, man. Like I'll tell you right now, first time I met Gratona and I started like, you know what I mean? I didn't know everyone in Six Man like really that well. And I once I tapped into the catalog, I was like, this shit is fucking crazy, yo.
Thank you, brother.
The talent, your skill, your pen is fucking next level to me, bro. And it's just it's natural. It's very natural for you. So
thank you, brother. The feeling is mutual. Respect, for real.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
No doubt.
Yo.
Yeah, Supremacy.
Cheers to
you. Cheers, man. Definitely. We should have took a shot before we broke tradition.
I know you guys did. You did.
Man, it's all good, yo. Salute.
Damn, if I knew
Supremacy.
we're taking shots, I would have had one ready. But yo,
I just got a water.
I appreciate y'all for real.
Definitely, man.
Definitely. Shot. It's just me because I'm a fucking Irish alcoholic. But
yeah, I don't got one. But cheers, y'all.
Cheers, man.
I love the album. I'm so happy that I finally got sit down and talk with you and everything else, man, and get to meet you and have some face-to-face time, pseudo face-to-face,
man.
But yeah, man,
this is dope.
Yo, much love to all you guys, for real, yo. Just the fact that you sat down and like got to digest the album all together, man, it means a lot to me, yo, for real.
And
appreciate it.
That's what we do up here, man.
Yeah.
We look forward to doing this and linking with underground artists.
Yep.
The shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I look forward to it every Friday. You know what I'm saying? To hear what's out there and to interact with other MCs who got the same mindset as me. This shit is dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't the only one out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Definitely. And to wrap it all up, bro, just know that Rock City Radio is a safe space for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever bored on a Friday night, you ain't got nothing to do, you find yourself looking at the walls in your crib, hit us up. We'll send you the Zoom link. You come up, chill with us. This is what we do on a weekly basis. You know what I mean?
Salute y'all.
Yeah,
salute. So Supremacy, man, I know you got to get into the next set.
Yeah,
tonight's the Mike Tyson fight, so everybody's trying to make moves, do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the next set. You can stop the video recording as soon as you get a chance.
Yeah, we'll tell.
And I don't know.
Tell them off there,
brother. Yo, y'all be good. Y'all hold it down.
No doubt. Yo, Seed, you already know what time it is.
Coming out, man.
What's the word on the
Likewise.
fight? Anybody got a word on the
I'm
fight?
I'm watching
It
it
ain't
right now on
start
my
yet.
phone, but it ain't start yet. It ain't start. It's the pre-fights right now.
It's probably not gonna go till like
Rios and
11.
Ramos
Probably won't start till
Because
like
I
11.
think the
Yeah.
two girls gonna fight at 10. I think.
That's what I'm
Yeah, they
watching.
next.
Yeah, I
They
think
next.
they part of the main card.
Wifey already grilling me because I ain't over there watching the girl fights when
Yeah,
they come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I gotta get there
Yeah,
with the girl fights. Come on.
yeah, for sure. They next. They next.
Mm-hmm.
Off air, because no one's gonna see. I mean, after I stop the recording on the video,
Yeah.
we're gonna all sit here and watch the fight to our own soundtrack, basically. But this is another way that there's just like these guys, man. Seed knows, but these dudes, we're like brothers, man. We text, we talk every day, and we're just like, all right, it's Friday, man. We got a fucking show. Let's put the goddamn fight on, man, because we all wanted to see it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show up sooner or later because he's got military duty right now, but he might show up sooner or later and peep the fight with the rest of us. But so you're more than welcome, bro, to stay if you want. But we're gonna get into some more music right now. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming through. Like I said, the album, the whole entire album, will be up in the daily rotation on the station. So
fire, yo, fire.
I want to hear your shit.
Yo, real quick,
Go
I
ahead.
just want to say, like, I really hope you, like, I want you guys to tap into that Ghost of the Machine album. I'm telling you right now, that shit is fucking crazy. Like,
Out now.
crazy.
Ghost of the Machine. Album's called Aliens Exist. No One Cares on Bandcamp. So go out there and support that. Go out there and support Kensei. Don't forget that.
Yo,
MCs
much love, guys.
Anyone
Much
out
love,
there,
bro.
like you got a new album coming out, like hit one of us up in the DM, the email, anything, and is at least for I know B's not here because he's usually the call sign and the fucking website and the email. But if you got an album you want us to listen to or add to the rotation, shoot it over at Rock City Radio 69.9 at gmail.com. I will be more. I am typically the guy that's checking the album out, and I'll if it's dope, I'll get the whole goddamn thing or parts of it that I like up on the station, and you'll be able to hear your shit every day. Like the shit is on there every fucking day, like
24 hours a day.
Yeah, this isn't. I don't mix it in with. There's no fucking mumble rap. There's no trap. There's no other bullshit on here. This is strictly boom bap fucking hip hop that we enjoy. Like
y'all know what that means. If
Yeah.
y'all want to hear that shit, come here.
Yeah, call it whatever.
No
the
doubt.
Old man rap. I don't give a fuck. But that's what we like to listen to. So, I know there's a lot of motherfuckers out there in this country that like to listen to the same goddamn thing we do. So, I'm just saying, like that's what we do over here. And
Oh yeah, yo.
man, I'm honored and grateful that I got to meet you tonight, man. And
Likewise, bro. Likewise, for real.
I hope you come back and hang with us sometime, and you get to meet B Nuts and just chill out and just shoot the shit with us off air. We're a bunch of except for Rip. He's a little fucking tough.
Absolutely, y'all. I'll be talking with you. I'll be keeping in touch. So for real, I'll be keeping in touch.
I appreciate
y'all.
Man.
Much love, yo. Have a good night.
Man,
Enjoy the fight.
You too. Enjoy the fight, my brother. We speak soon.
You too.
Yeah, man.
Have a great night, fellas.
Peace.
All right, bro.
Likewise. Peace.